New York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans. At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I am amazed it lasted this long.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
Holy mother of God.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
There's no positives out of this thing, except for everybody's blood.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, my God.
Okay, no, this is getting really intense now.
It starts funny and then gets very uncomfortable.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
You couldn't have picked a fucking more self-destructive show.
Yeah, crazier the better, yeah.
What are you, 19?
I'm 19.
Delicious.
You made Springer uncomfortable. Do you know how hard that is to do?
Thank God this show's on radio.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Hey, let's go fucking have a good time. What the fuck?
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Morning.
Hi,
Yeah, there was some palaver.
everybody.
New York backs off rules on kickball, tag, and day camps.
Well,
Good.
that was retarded.
Yay, we get one back
That was a retarded story.
from the idiots.
God forbid they lower taxes, though.
Yeah.
Why do they have to ruin that?
Or,
You get your taxes in. Did we do any tax breaks this year? No. Good.
No.
Good. We're improving as a
left it
radio show.
alone. Everyone knows it's annoying, so.
So I guess the health officials were embarrassed by everybody and said, okay.
It really was everybody that was talking about this was just saying, come on.
Especially wiffle ball. Wiffle ball was the one that made a lot of people laugh. How is that dangerous?
You could get, someone could pitch a wiffle ball as quick as they possibly can, and you get smashed right on the bridge of the nose with it, and it won't do anything.
No, I guess they're thinking maybe the plastic bat.
Well, the way we used to use it.
We used to fucking
Perhaps.
fight with those bats.
No, I mean the wiffle ball bat challenge.
Oh,
See,
right.
that could probably be an issue.
Even that wasn't that dangerous.
No,
Our stats were pretty good. We only injured one girl,
and it
we
wasn't
weren't
even really an injury. It was discomfort.
and we weren't the ones pushing that day
She felt some pressure.
from her drunk friend.
Yes, trying to pound that thing up there with a mallet.
God, you think a girl would understand another girl's
I know, right?
inner workings?
Yeah, you can't get that all the way up there.
I can push it in further.
Really?
Oh my God,
Up a fallopian tube.
what's wrong with you? And that was the end of that bit.
Yeah, that was done.
How's everybody today? Good?
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I was well rested yesterday because I came home and decided, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to pop in, or actually, you used to say pop in. Remember the old days? You used to say pop in a movie?
Sure.
Because it was a disc or something. Well, I got it off of On Demand. Little Fuckers. Yeah.
Really did it.
So I wanted to see
Is this my night?
this disjointed fucking actors in 20 different places, never interacting with each other movie.
Who brought this to your attention? You're gonna make
Opie.
believe I don't exist.
No.
Wait, was it? Have you seen the second one or no? 'Cause I've never seen the second one, so I
I've
don't want to
seen
see
the second one.
I saw
Yeah,
the second
seen
one,
the second
which
one.
was certainly a drop off from the first one,
Yeah.
but watchable, I would have to say.
First one was good.
I liked the first
Oh,
one.
yeah, it's funny.
Original, funny. Second one,
Drop off.
Third one, now, I watched it yesterday. Or I might say watched part of it.
How much did you watch?
A majority.
Did you get to see some of the stuff I was telling you about?
Oh, yeah. And then I fucking fell asleep because it could be the worst movie made, aside from Caddyshack 2.
Right.
Which will always, in my heart, be the worst movie ever made.
I don't think I laughed once in this movie.
That's what I was just going to say, too.
Even bad comedies, you get a couple chuckles or
Something.
a couple scenes that you're like,
Even
oh, that's
like
kind of funny.
Even like a...
Yeah.
Or,
Not once.
I wasn't I was sitting there like I was being interviewed on First 48. There was not nothing. Just, I was sitting and I realized I have not even thought about chuckling this whole time. When Dustin Hoffman, they go to him and he's doing that dancing thing in Spain with flamenco dancing.
The flamenco, right.
It was embarrassing.
Well, that's the excuse why he wasn't going to be in
wasn't
most of the
there,
film.
right.
He was in Spain learning how to flamenco.
Right.
And Barbara Streisand, who's...
Oh, she's got the sex show. Look out.
Yeah.
She's talking penises.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
stop it.
She had to talk to Dustin Hoffman, but she talked on the phone.
It was on the phone.
So she's separate from the movie because she's on her TV set talking to Dustin Hoffman, who's in Spain. So he's separate from the movie set as well.
The first time you hear all three of them, they're on the phone. They're on the phone.
Oh, right. Ben Stiller was in that scene,
Ben Stiller is in his car on his little headset phone. And there's a three-way conversation going on where you know there was just somebody else feeding the lines to these people.
Sure.
And they pasted it all together. And you can tell.
You can, right?
You can tell, even just through dialogue over a phone, that these people had no interaction. No one seemed to have been in the same place at the same time.
Right. So why...
It was amazing.
Why make the movie? Why don't you wait until you could do it properly?
It was horrible.
And then did you see Ben Stiller's wife all of a sudden had the flu?
Yeah, she's
in bed, and there's no reason why she should have the flu in this movie?
Now that is the only bone of contention I had with your theory on the whole thing.
Okay.
Because it did seem there was a reason.
What was the reason?
So that Ben Stiller could go to the youth school there, the school for the kids, with De Niro.
So?
Like that was the big thing. So those two could go together. They were forced to now go together instead of him going with his wife.
Oh.
Like I think that was because then there was some funny gags at the school where they thought they were gay, and he's just looking at the school in his weird little way. So that's why I think they did that.
Did you see their faces digitized?
I was done by that point.
Oh, De Niro's face was all like smoothed over, nice,
weird
in that scene, and it was creepy looking.
Very, very odd.
And did you see Dustin Hoffman like go to the gate of the house that was having the kids' party, but he wouldn't go in?
And that part I was asleep on too.
Oh, that's too bad.
So
that was the big one where it was obvious he wasn't part of this movie at all.
It's a 2-day pay-per-view, so I'll be able to watch the second half.
No, you saw enough. You didn't laugh once, right?
Not a single, even close to a chuckle.
And what was the Godfucker thing all about?
Because they thought it was funny.
They were trying to do some kind of Godfather mob thing, but it wasn't working.
Because obviously De Niro and his connection with the Godfather being in it, the Godfather 2, and then it's like, oh, the Godfucker, and they couldn't just say it once, and be done with it, They had to say it at least eight times.
Did you get it the first time?
Are you ready to become the Godfucker? The Godfucker? The Godfucker. Well, what does that entail? Well, you have to do this, and be the Godfucker. I'm ready to be the Godfather. All right! We get the joke. It sounds like the Godfather. Oh, God, it was infuriatingly bad.
And the only reason Ben Stiller was going to be the Godfucker, I can't play their game.
Yeah.
Was because the other guy is no longer in the family because what? He got divorced from...
The doctor,
The doctor. So he wasn't signed for the movie either.
No.
He was in a bar somewhere that Ben Stiller kind of bumped into him.
Yeah.
So that guy wasn't even part of the filming either.
How do you have a movie where everyone in it makes a cameo?
They all made cameos.
It's just a cameo movie.
Right.
It's horrible.
It really is a pile of shit. I wish you saw it, Jimmy.
One of the worst
We all should have saw it when the
movies.
movie was first out, obviously.
Sure.
But
it's on pay-per-view now, and people, I'm sure, will be watching it. Because
but you see people just being pasted into this movie. They're doing their scenes
the clusterfuck.
completely separate from everyone else. And then, you didn't get to the end of the movie.
No, why would I?
The producers obviously realized, holy shit, these characters haven't been in the same room with each other.
So they threw them all in a room.
They threw them in. They got them all together for one quick, I don't think the scene's 2 minutes, as the credits are basically rolling, as they're opening gifts around Christmas. It's like a fast-forward scene, you know?
Yeah.
They realized, fuck, we better get all these people on set at least for, a half a day.
It was...
I don't understand why they would make a movie
awful.
like that. In some people's eyes, it's a great franchise. It's made a shitload of money.
That's why.
And they completely blew it. Fucking wait till everyone is available to do this correctly.
I don't even think people like Dustin Hoffman would be available for that movie.
You don't think so?
No, I see it as
They
think
just
De
lucked
Niro,
out. They lucked
yeah,
out getting him for the second one,
right? They thought it would be a lark.
Mm-hmm.
De Niro, it's his film company and shit, and he's a producer on it.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously he's got an interest in it.
Did you see the boner scene?
No, that was right before because I noticed the kid had to go to sleep, and that. But
it was a terrific scene.
Yeah, that's
you
why
got
I fell
the great
asleep.
De Niro with a fucking huge boner in his pants.
Yeah,
and then Ben Stiller has to awkwardly take care of the boner.
I saw that in a trailer
because he's a nurse and he happens to have a needle that'll fucking pop his boner.
Well,
basically.
of course, yeah.
Dude, you gotta see this movie, and then of course you gotta have the kid walk in.
Yeah. It's so bad. And he was doing that. He just looks terribly old and not cool. And then there's the little reunion thing between him and Keitel because they've done movies together over the years.
Keitel was great in this movie.
Yeah, Keitel.
He was only on screen for a couple minutes.
Yeah,
but I'm like, fuck, make the movie about Keitel fucking digging a hole in Ben Stiller's backyard. I'd rather watch that.
Keitel did his job, And
Jessica Alba was good to look at, but fuck.
Yeah, that whole...
What did she have to do with the first two movies?
Nothing. It was so bad.
I would put it up there as one of the worst comedies.
I would absolutely
Easily.
put it up there.
I'll see it, absolutely.
I'm trying to think of one part where I might have thought about chuckling.
Did you see when the truck backs up and all the sand?
Oh, yes.
Wasn't that hilarious? Robert De Niro was buried in sand.
Buried in the sand.
And only Owen Wilson's character
Owen
could
Wilson
save
gets him out, and oh boy,
you didn't like all the cameos?
It was a whole film of cameos. Everyone, and you felt that no one was talking to anyone at any given moment.
No.
Terrible comedy.
I'm glad you finally saw it.
I saw enough.
I couldn't believe how bad it was. You expect that from a new comedy, not part of a franchise.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess they do ruin a lot of franchises.
Always, man.
Right?
Always.
Horrid.
But this is a major drop-off from the
each
other
one
two.
just gets worse and worse, and that was bad. That could have killed it right there.
You think Hollywood knew it was a bad movie and they said, look, just throw it out there. We'll still
got the name, who cares?
We'll still make a shitload of money off this thing.
Of course they did.
Or are they delusional and they don't realize how bad it was?
There's no one sitting in a screening room watching that final cut going, yeah, that's good. Wow, is that fucking
Did
brilliantly
you see the part
funny.
where Owen Wilson's hair went from short to long?
No, I missed that too.
Fuck. You might have to watch the second half.
But I saw him on... now, that part isn't when he was on the TV, right?
No,
he was on the TV.
No, all of a sudden there was a
first.
scene with him and Barbra Streisand that didn't really make sense. And then I'm like, what? This scene's a little weird. And then he goes back outside of the kids' party and he has long hair. And I'm like, they grabbed, it looks like they grabbed something from the second movie. And pasted it into this movie.
So they could have Streisand in there more.
So they could have her in the movie more, I think.
God.
I don't know for sure.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But why would they make that mistake where his hair's short and then long?
They don't care. They
sometimes
just look and who cares?
Sometimes they do make those consistency errors where they just...
Yeah, but these
you
movies...
think you're done shooting and then you got to come back and shoot something.
But these movies, they don't take too long to film anymore. So
and they don't even care.
You don't really get a chance to get your hair growing long.
Guaranteed, if they were like, "Hey, we got a shot here where we can fit Streisand in from the second movie."
Right.
Oh well, Owen's hair's a little long. We don't get. Hey, believe me, just having Streisand in is worth it. The trade-off of us looking dumb by having two different hairs. Put it in.
Right.
Just put it in.
You'd think they would have that shit figured out in Hollywood.
No.
I mean, we don't have anything figured out here, but you think in Hollywood they would.
No, same fucking idiots running everything.
Yeah. I'm glad you saw it finally.
Yeah. I had to fucking pop that on, and I was just... I couldn't believe I wasn't getting even a snicker, nothing. I wasn't even thinking of laughing.
Because it's the same, they're trying to do the same fucking jokes.
Same dumb jokes.
With the I'm watching you. Well, guess what? Now I'm watching you.
Yeah, look out.
Because I have more confidence in this family.
Look out.
And then one of his kids has to be stupid and the other one's bright. It's so hack. Did you see when the stupid kid fell? Trying to climb the fucking wall?
No, look, I didn't see that.
I think you were falling asleep.
I was probably dozing.
Yeah.
I thought I had made it through about half. I thought I had made it through
Well,
about
if you made
half.
it to the school, then the kid makes the drawing of what he thinks of his parents or something, and it shows Ben Stiller, popping a boner.
See, I just made it through the part where they went to the school to interview to see what the school was about.
Yeah.
And where you see the lovely Laura Dern.
She's aged well, huh?
Wow. I'm just thinking, all right, I remember her from,
Jurassic.
Mask and Jurassic Park.
Well,
she was pretty much a child actress.
She's been around
at
for
one
a while.
point. And now it was like, wow, okay, she's
aged.
Grandmother.
It happens. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
But
How old is she now? I mean, like
78.
Oh, I thought she was younger. I'm very bad at age guessing. I was voted least likely to guess an age properly 4 years in a row.
4.
Yeah. I get a trophy with the thumbs down on it.
Well, I was busy watching the Knicks lose another one last night. The first time the Knicks have been in the playoffs in a really long time, and God, the Knicks.
Another close one, I hear.
Another close one, yeah. But I mean, we got hurt players all over the place.
Is that the problem?
Celtics look old to begin with, and we can't fucking beat them.
How's Ewing doing? Did he get any
Ewing's doing
points?
terrific. Yeah, he came off the bench and.
That's all I know.
But I did. I tweeted a picture for Jimmy, especially because I'm watching the game, and we've bitched on this program. Certainly, I mean we're looking at it right now. All the shit they got to add to a fucking TV screen.
Yeah.
And they went too far last night because at one point I really thought Conan O'Brien was playing for the Knicks. They had him in the middle of the fucking game. They didn't even wait for a commercial where they could pop it on when maybe the players are walking off the court when you have a little time there.
Yeah.
Or maybe a free throw where the action is stopped.
Now, this was one of those cutesy things where he walks out from the side of the screen.
I don't know.
And it's kind of a live action Conan moving thing.
I guess because I thought maybe it was a Nick player and then also it was Conan and then he's near the 3-point line. I'm thinking, wow, maybe they really have taken advertising to the point where they made Conan play in the game.
Where they made him show up and
Right.
put him on the fucking floor.
But he was giant, and the play was going on.
Yeah, they do that now. They bring people off the side of the screen, and then they put a logo,
Right.
and then they have the guy looking up at the game, and he's looking around.
Yeah.
And then it says, Conan O'Brien at whatever time, and then he walks away.
This was almost in the middle of the screen. It wasn't on the side where you'd kind of go, what's going on? Oh, there's something going on this side of this little part of the screen. It was like almost front and center during a play.
Well, that's the problem, too, with because the problem with these standard definition and high-def TVs, they can't just have them come into the side of the screen because then the people with the standard definition miss that.
Right.
So they have to have them come in far enough onto the screen where the people with ancient TVs can still see it. And we all have to pay the price, even though we paid the price already, with a nice widescreen TV, which by now, and I'm not even talking like a rich person, any douchebag could walk into a Best Buy and buy a fucking widescreen television now, HD TV.
For nothing.
They're cheap as fuck.
Yep.
Anyone can get one.
Yep.
Why is any station catering to standard definition anymore? And let me tell you something else that pissed me off. Last night when I was purchasing the little fuckers.
Sounds like fuckers.
I know. Isn't that hysterical? I inadvertently hit SD, standard definition.
Oh.
So I had to now go back and buy it again in HD.
Oh.
So I paid for that fucking piece of shit movie twice because the SD standard definition was still there, even though I got it in the HD slot of my my pay-per-view. My on-demand. So I go to HD movies, I find little fuckers, I click on it, and it still gives you the option for standard or HD.
Oh, really?
So I just hit go.
Yeah, you didn't know.
No, and I'm
you
like,
thought you were in the
fuck,
HD
man.
section to begin
And then
with.
I realized that half the screen's clipped off on the side. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Can we stop with standard definition television? It's 2011. Just drop it already. Save the bandwidth.
I knew Fios was bad, so they fucked you yesterday.
No, it is one thing, though, that they need to
work on a little bit.
If I go to the HD section of movies, I click down the very, very amazing menu that they have, and I click down the side, and it says movies, all movies, and then it's like HD movies. And I only go to HD movies. I don't even look in the other movies.
Why would you?
Why? I have HD. And then you go down the menu, and I find little fuckers, and I click go, and then I click purchase. And it's like there shouldn't be a standard definition option in there because I went to the HD screen initially.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck standard definition. Do away with it, for God's sake. Who's left? Old fucking people watching their stories?
Yeah, because even the poor people get a nice TV.
Of course they do. They're a certain type of rich. They don't care.
Holla.
They pay the money. What's that, Dan?
Did you guys know anybody back when the 9/11 attacks happened?
Absolutely, I knew people
that didn't have cable or anything, and they just had like rabbit ears.
Rabbit ears.
And so when the plane hit, like their TV went out, and then so they just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, so they had no clue what was going on because the antenna was on top of the Trade Center.
I knew a few people.
Of course,
a few great grand people, that I just knew that were associated with, in my life. They had no idea.
They had no idea what was going on. All of a sudden, the picture went kablooey.
But that's the people that I think the news are catering to when you have those standard definition feeds.
It's the minority of people. It is. You're not talking about the majority of people. The majority of people now have TVs.
Oh, yeah.
That can handle HD, widescreen, whatever the fuck. Enough
already.
Enough. And what I'm saying about the news, a lot of times you'll see on the news channels, they'll put their logo way to the middle of the screen so that people with standard definition televisions can see it.
A great example is if you like sports, check out like ESPN and HD. And a lot of times, like with footage and stuff, they'll show you all the sports footage in standard definition, like 4:3, and then on the side that fills up the remainder of your television, it just says nice, big graphic that says ESPN.
Yeah, and it's kind of moving. It's like, look, we're still widescreen, and
it's just filler, so that you don't have black bars on the screen.
Right? Yeah.
At least they figured that out. I used to hate those black bars.
I can't.
Now I can't wait for the 21.9 TVs. Imagine what that's going to look like.
21.9.
When is the 21.9s coming out?
It
Not
can't come out soon enough.
What is a 21.9 going to look like?
Oh, it's
awesome! Are you kidding?
What is it going to be? Like,
crazy.
Is it going to be like wider?
Yes.
What is it?
It's cinema. It's cinema aspect ratio 2.35 by 1.
A TV?
21.9.
So these TVs are going to look stupid in another year or two?
No, they're going to look awesome.
No, these, I mean.
Oh, yeah, they're going to look ridiculous.
The ones we got.
These already look ridiculous because they're like 4 inches thick. They're shitty plasma TVs. They're terrible.
Hey, man.
What's a good one?
We're holding on
Not
to our
that, like
plasma
the LED
TVs.
LCD, like the nice thin Samsungs that are like a fucking sheet of paper.
I like my my plasma. I hate the fucking silver plasmas around the top. Mine is black around it. The silver's distracting on TVs. There should be no silver around the screen.
It should always be black.
Yes.
Black.
Yeah, this is a 21.9 television.
Oh, that looks stupid.
You're insane. It's sick. It's fucking sick.
That looks just ridiculous.
Yeah, I would
Who
hate
needs
to.
that?
I would hate to watch a Blu-ray
Who
movie
needs
taking
that?
up my whole TV screen.
Yeah.
That would be ridiculous.
Who
I
needs
love
that?
those black bars on the top and bottom.
You do? I don't enjoy them.
When are we doing the 21.9s? You said
Dude,
not
you know
soon
what?
enough. I need a date.
These were supposed to be out last year because they were announced at last year's CES. So I'm hoping that either Philips or Vizio has these out by the end of the year.
All right, that's good. Good to know.
And then you got to wait for, the people that...
I'm not getting
give them
3D.
the-
I might need a new TV soon, and I will fucking wait it out.
I'm suspicious with that 3D shit.
I don't care. I don't want
think
it.
they're ready.
I'll never use it.
Have
I
you
don't
noticed
think the 3D TV is ready for prime time yet.
they're not making as big a fuss about 3D movies as they were after Avatar.
Right.
After Avatar, everything was like
Had to be
3D,
3D.
3D.
You know why? Because you still have to wear those fucking idiotic
Yes,
glasses.
the glasses.
The glasses.
They're uncomfortable. They're not comfortable. I can't imagine watching a 2-hour movie.
Did you go to Avatar?
No.
The glasses weren't bad.
They were okay.
They
compared
weren't bad.
They were like sunglasses compared to what they used to be.
Yeah, they were a lot
fun.
easier. They
Yeah,
were.
but
They
those-
were like a nice light plastic sunglass.
It's completely different technology because the TV
It wasn't bad.
The TV glasses are heavy. They take batteries.
Oh no, I know all that.
You know?
But we were talking
Yeah.
about movies.
Are
Yeah,
you,
why aren't they doing 3D movies all of a sudden?
I don't know.
They backed off a little
Probably
bit.
more expensive to do, said the guy who had nothing to add.
Yeah.
I have
You know
no
what I
idea
think
what
it
I'm
is?
talking about.
If it's shot in 3D, then it looks good. But what a lot of these movies do is they shoot
They added the
regularly, and then
3D
they add
afterwards.
the 3D after
Yeah,
the
I
fact, and the effect isn't as spectacular as if it was shot in 3D in the first place.
I'm sorry everybody had such poor viewing experiences.
Oh, it's just awful.
I had a wonderful viewing experience.
You did?
You went to a play?
I went on a date with,
Real people?
yep, that's exactly. Did you know her?
Wait, you went on a date?
Yeah, Baba Kali, her name is. She's a Baba Kali. She's
From the Middle East?
Yeah. She's an Arabic girl I've been seeing.
Oh, my God.
Baba Kali?
Baba Kali. She's really sweet. She has very good skin.
Skin hasn't seen the sun?
Not at all.
Oh, my God.
Good personality?
Lovely personality.
But what about the body?
The body's not as good as it could be. Her hair is a bit thin up top. You know, she's really an odd. She's always like, I want to make love to you, duh.
Baba Kali.
Baba Kali, and it was wonderful. We met outside the theater.
Yeah.
And we saw, Louis was there. It's funny, we saw Louis there with his close friend, and I hadn't seen Louis in a while since last time he was in. And so the motherfucker with the hat, and it's Chris Rock's play. Fucking amazing.
Really?
Dude, and plays are weird to me, like, because it's a different acting. It's harder to do than movies.
Sure.
The theater acting is...
Sure, we all know. We've been in a million of them.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been in a play since 4th grade. I was in one. I said, maybe we should have him dry cleaned. I don't remember what my line, but I remember that was my line.
Oh.
And I had 3 lines.
Did you
remember
say
the
it
play?
that adorably?
Yes.
You remember the play?
I do not know, but there was something about it. One of the kids was dirty. And I was before 4th grade. It's probably 2nd grade or 1st grade. And I said, maybe we should have him dry cleaned. I don't remember.
Were you in Annie?
No, I was not.
Daddy Warbucks.
No, I was.
What the fuck?
It's
So what's the Chris Rock play all about?
It stars Bobby Cannavale, and Chris is the second billing. I was surprised he wasn't top billed, but Cannavale, I guess, is more of a traditional theater actor. Fucking
Who was Bill Top?
Cannavale, Bobby Cannavale.
Oh, okay.
Am I saying it wrong?
Yeah, no.
And
he was in The Other Guys, right? Is that the guy?
he's been in everything, dude. He's been in a lot of shit. He's a real theater guy.
Because he almost stole The Other Guys. He was
I didn't see
really
The
good
Guys.
in it. And I was thinking to myself, if it's the same guy, I'm thinking well, they should have gave this guy more scenes.
I looked up his resume last night.
And wasn't he in Louis?
He might have been. I haven't seen Louis. I don't know.
I just want to know if it's the same guy.
I just saw
Anyway,
Louis live sitting there. I didn't see the show.
Most people wouldn't care of my questioning.
No, it's just curious
But
because
I think if it's the guy I'm thinking of, he's ready to fucking be a huge star.
It's about, let's just say, it's about a sober guy and his relationship with his sponsor and his girl, and it's so fucking good. And Chris is great. He's fucking great, man. It's like whenever you see a stand-up acting, all right, Robin Williams is a fucking Juilliard actor. You expect him to be good, and he's good. But Chris was like, he was in a Broadway play and was as good as anybody on it. It was really bizarre to see. Like, you immediately forget that you're watching Chris the stand-up. It was fucking odd.
Wow, that's
how fast I got.
Hell of a compliment.
Honestly, man, how fast I got pulled into this thing. And I actually, at one scene, it bothered me so much. I actually went, I fucking did the audience noise thing.
Oh, yeah.
Not objecting, but it was like the reaction you were supposed to have.
Right. They got you.
Fuck, they got me. I was like, I couldn't believe what they did with one of the characters. It disappointed me a lot, but
Oh, wow.
but not in a performance way. Fuck, I didn't want to see that happen to that person.
Well, you should have called me. I would have went and saw this play.
Honestly, it was Sherrod and I. Sherrod's his cousin, and we had been talking. And
Sherrod's whose cousin?
Chris's cousin.
Like blood?
I don't know if
They share blood?
I don't know if it's blood or lifelong. We're cousin things, but
Just
they're
like a cuz.
yeah, like they're like family. Him actually might be
Grew
blood,
up in the same on this.
but like
Yeah.
like the guy that's always there. He's just like he's family. And I forgot what I was gonna say about. You're more than welcome to go. I'm sure he'd love to fucking have you come. It was an Annabella Scuri. I always say her name horrible. Scuri. She was in Jungle Fever. She played the one that Wesley Snipes, Frank Vincent's daughter, when he threw her out.
Oh,
Right.
boy.
She was good?
Fucking tremendous. I knew it was her, but I'm like, she looks too young to be Annabella. And I recognized her voice. And there was a guy who played, I can't remember his name, the guy who played Cousin Julio. There's only 4 or 5 or 6 people in it. Every one of them is tremendous. And the guy that plays Cannavale's girlfriend is fucking great. It's like the laughs were there, and they were fucking... I know I don't want to give anything away. I'm really doing a bad job of selling it, but I was blown fucking away.
I see That's why I'm not asking questions. I see that you're bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, I don't want to blow any of the.
You basically want to say a lot,
yeah.
but you realize maybe I shouldn't.
It was so well acted. It was the dialogue was very organic. It's like it did not do what I wanted it to. It's like I'm a sucker for certain type of endings. Like, we all like to think that we're not.
Yeah,
but we are. Mm-hmm. Fuck. They did not do what I wanted them to do.
Oh, really?
But it was real. It was fucking. That's the way real people talk. That's the way fucking real people are. Oh, it was fucking, dude. I thought about that. I was all night. I was like, I had a dream about it. It was fucking phenomenal. Can't recommend it high enough.
What theatre are they in?
It's on 45th Street. I probably should know. Baba texted me the
Baba Kali
texted me the I'll tell you what theater it's at. I cannot recommend anything higher than this for a live performance.
I want to go tonight. I want to go tonight, then.
It's the Gerald Schoenfield Theater. It's 236 West 45th. It's between Broadway and 8th. I'll talk to Shrine. I'm sure that's doable.
Yeah, I want to go.
Today's Wednesday. He's doing 2 today.
Really?
I saw him afterwards. Yeah, we spoke for a little bit, and he
tell him to do our fucking show.
You know, it's funny.
He's done our show.
I came into the dressing room, and I sat down. We were just talking for a minute, and then fucking 4 of the people came in. I was like, I had like 5 minutes alone with him, just talking, and I was not expecting other people. And then it was like, I think a sports agent or somebody he knew, and then there was like a couple of people in the dressing room. It was like 4 of the people.
Yeah, he works out in my gym, and his locker's literally 5 away from me, and I still haven't talked.
Dude,
to him.
you should talk to him because
I've seen him a few times. I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know where we're at.
I'm the same. Celebrities are weird. Like when
and I don't want to bother him either because he's too busy, doing the training thing.
If you see his play and you go up and tell him you like his play, literally, after talking to him last night, I'm guaranteeing. There was just from the conversation we were having, there was no way it was a snub of this show. It's all publicist shit or timing. He's doing Oprah tomorrow.
I just want him on the show.
Yeah, I would love to have him.
He beat up Patrice last time.
Yeah. He really fucking changed Patrice's fucking.
Oof. He woke Patrice up a little bit.
He's doing 2 today, and then he's flying to Chicago tonight, and then doing Oprah tomorrow. It's like he's busy.
That's nice.
But dude, it was so
rave reviews from Jim Norton.
I was blown away.
And what's the name of the play again?
The Motherfucker with the Hat. And
how do they put that on a poster? That's a little dangerous.
A
little dangerous.
F***. I think
yes.
I don't know how well it's doing. I don't know how plays are judged. I mean, it was a very big crowd last night. There was only a couple of open seats. It was mobbed. But
was it opening night?
No, it's been going for a couple weeks. He said he's rehearsed for 2 months.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just in previews.
To hang in there with those people, and I don't mean just hang in there like do a serviceable job, but he belonged in that role,
right.
Like as the sponsor. He belonged there. It wasn't like, oh, look, they're giving Chris a role because he's famous. He belonged in that fucking role. I could not believe how fast I was taken out of the fact that I was watching.
Is it Chris's play? Did he write this?
No. I forget who the playwright is.
Oh, wow. They just picked Chris Rock.
Yeah, he just got the gig.
Gotcha.
And the fucking... I could not believe how good the acting was in this. It was nice to be sucked into a role and really care about the characters and laugh. I fucking laughed out loud watching this.
That stupid Broadway's got it figured out.
Fuck.
I mean, I don't go to Broadway shows.
Spider-Man.
But every time I go, I have a really good time.
Yeah.
I go, fuck, they know what they're doing down
here.
They
really are. You got to be good to be on Broadway usually.
Even some of those dumb musicals. I wouldn't search out a musical, but all of a sudden, I don't know, something happens, you find yourself in these musicals, you go...
It's a little catchy tune.
It's like, fuck, this is damn good entertainment. You know what I mean?
But Broadway humor is usually different. Like, it's usually geared towards different... It's always like, and like, that fuck. I didn't say a word, but everybody kind of knows the vibe I mean. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, get out of here. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. Well, will you? And I'm like, no one's laughing.
Mr. Fabersham.
That's what it's like to me. This was fucking brutal fucking dialogue. It was like a movie. Wow. And the crowd it's like inspirational to see fucking crowds laugh at that shit. Good. There's one line where the fucking girlfriend is screaming at Bobby Cannavale, and she's like, you know me, I'll spit in a nun's cunt if I feel like I'm wrong. And the crowd laughed, and I could not believe that just came out of a fucking live performer's mouth, and it got a laugh. If I said that at the cellar, they would lynch me.
Yeah.
They would, huh?
But it was like really fucking brutal fucking funny dialogue.
You fucking sold me.
Honestly, I can't recommend it high enough.
Are they doing a show right now? I want to leave. I'll leave right now.
I don't know what, dude. It's weird.
Let's just go.
Matinees to me are
they
weird.
doing a breakfast show?
But it's like whatever they are.
Cool.
Matinees are fucking daytime shows, which are just bizarre to me. But I guess on Broadway, Wednesday and Saturdays are matinee days. Colin said he hated doing matinees because there's a stand-up. But this is not stand-up. It's different.
Oh, it's daytime. And
yeah, but people go. That's when people on Broadway know to go in the fucking day.
Well, yeah, when we were doing afternoon drive and I was taking that train from Long Island, it was filled with all the older fucking women going to their Broadway shows.
Do you want to go tonight?
Just yipping and yapping, and I would have to stand the entire time because they have every fucking seat on the train, all coming in for Broadway for the matinee.
I'll talk to Sherrod.
Yeah, I'll go.
If you want to go, you should wait till the weekend though, so you don't have to get up in the morning.
No, weekend is the Easter thing.
Oh right,
We got Easter around the corner.
I forgot. I'll be watching fucking Ozzy's documentary on Easter Sunday. That's
Really?
exactly what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
While everybody looks for fucking what are they called?
Spring spheres.
Spheres.
Fucking this country sucks.
I'm offended.
Don't allow this to happen, you idiots out there.
I'm offended as a Catholic that
Why?
they would
Oh.
put Satan worshiper special on Ozzy, a documentary on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, that's not
That
good.
offends me.
Yeah?
That offends me, yes, because he's a Satan worshiper. We all know it.
He's a very sweet
the
man,
devil.
and I'm very happy that they're doing it on Easter. I didn't even know. I'm actually going to fucking put on bunny ears and make Easter rabbit noises the whole time I'm there and yell yay and hop around the theater.
Well, they made noises, but
That's how happy I am.
Hey, before we go to break, we got Jason in Cleveland with a big story that is happening. People are talking about.
oh yeah, that's a biggie.
Jason, what's going on, brother?
Hey, there was a McDonald's here in Cleveland yesterday that was having a job fair, a job day, so a bunch of people showed up. And a couple of ladies got in a fight, and one lady got pissed off, got in the car, put it in reverse, and ran over 4 people right in front of the camera.
Yeah, saw that one.
She killed him, or they just
Injuries.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
McDonald's is doing this thing. They were like giving away not giving away, but hiring about 50,000 people at pretty much all their stores, just trying to boost up the employment. Give people that beginning step in the working world.
So in this economy, they're actually hiring.
Yeah,
That's pretty rare.
That's $7 and change an hour.
Okay.
But, as opposed to $0 an hour, I guess that's good. Mm-hmm. But, oh, boy. Oh, the people that were showing up. I saw quite a few clips, and, let's just say, seemed to be a lot of people that probably more for the money, more for the free food than the money, I think, they were there. Give me the job so I could take home some fucking Big Macs.
Is there video of this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There was a melee. A little fight happened. I don't know what happens. You get a group of people together, always seems to be some duking it out happening.
I don't get it. There was a certain McDonald's that was hiring and too many people showed up.
Well, a lot of people
For
show up, and
applications?
I guess instead of standing in line in an orderly fashion, there was some type of brawl going on, and then some woman got in her car and put it in reverse and just started running people over.
Did she panic or did she want to run people over?
I think she wanted to run some people over.
Across the
There we go. Look at that line,
Online,
huh?
with applicants hoping to land a job.
This fucking guy.
3 kids and
I hate this voice.
Yeah.
It means food on the table and rent
The
being
AP
paid.
guy.
The world's biggest fast food chain held its first national hiring day with plans
By the way,
to
the guy
hire
said he's got 3
50,000
kids and
employees.
he's looking to get a
I would
job.
love to make it to manager if I get the chance. If not, I'm blessed with the fact that if I make it to anything and get any job.
It's going fairly well. We were a little surprised by the turnout, totally excited about it. We appreciate everyone coming out.
That looks great.
Good.
People looking for
McDonald's
jobs.
painted the event as a boon for the economy.
Oh,
where
don't
millions
say that.
are still
Come on
out of
now.
work. But the chain usually staffs up for the summer during this time of year, and industry experts say it's really an effort to paint the company as a
Hate
good
this
place
fucking
to
guy's
work.
I
voice.
started 13 years ago working 10 to 2, part-time job, just to make a little bit more money.
Should
And
anybody be working
now
at
I've been a
McDonald's
store
13
manager
years?
for
No.
3 years.
Most
Jesus,
restaurants
Ray Kroc.
are owned by franchisees. And they, not McDonald's, determine wages and benefits. One company executive says,
This is a boring story.
This guy
Yeah,
stinks.
Where's the good stuff?
Do we get to the running over of
But people talking about I'll be blessed to have a job, about a McDonald's job, like, that's sad, man. It's fucking, oof.
Yeah, well.
Jesus.
World needs ditch diggers, too, you know.
I know. Cleveland is just not the fucking hottest place.
Oh, God.
And I like Cleveland, but...
here we go.
Oof.
There it is.
All right, we got the exclusive.
What? If they don't have a booster seat... Oh, the poor kid wasn't in a car seat.
Why do I have to see that?
Well, catch Kyle's story at boosttill8.org.
Yeah.
It's an event aimed at hiring thousands of local people. And police say a fight between two women at the McDonald's National Day of Hiring got out of control.
I know there's a hair weave in the garbage
As I
pail.
was filling it out, I saw two girls fighting. I don't know their names, but they were fighting over drama, hood stuff.
The fight went down at the McDonald's on 105th and St. Clair. Police say it started verbally, then physically, and then spilled into the crowd. After that, witnesses say the unthinkable happened.
The girl on top of the driver was beating her, put the car in driving and went forward. Then somehow the car went in reverse. It rolled all the way back and hit 3 people. It was crazy.
Another eyewitness captured the actual hit and run on his cell phone and showed it exclusively to Fox 8. Watch closely here.
Whoa! He's run some motherfuckers over.
Why did she need to get
The
out of
eyewitness described what it was like from his vantage point.
Somebody got in the car, backed up the car, and pummeled like maybe 4 or 5 people.
Among the 3 injured were people who worked for McDonald's and were just trying to help.
The owner-operater was injured breaking up an incident. I'm not, we're going to cooperate fully with the police here. There's nothing more important to us than the safety and well-being of the people.
The building was immediately closed and the National Day of Hiring suspended temporarily. A disappointment for the hundreds of people who came out for a new opportunity.
We trying to get people jobs, and this is the way people act for no apparent reason, and make it bad for people like me and for other people who cannot get jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, she's trying to get a job.
She's trying to get a job. Fuck.
Yeah,
if you show up and wait online at McDonald's to get a job, there's something to be said. For anyone that will wait online in that shithole.
I got no problem with that.
There's something to be said for that. It's fucking.
Jesus Christ. Just Jesus Christ. You get enough people in one area, and there's always a fight. There just seems to be a problem there. I don't fucking know.
Let's see.
Wait, what would I think of during that? Hold on. I saw something during that clip. The fucking guy backing up, the hiring. Fuck. What did I think of it? I forgot to say it. Oh sugar.
No. Oh, boy.
Black people?
No, that wasn't black people. I don't think it was about. How much it annoys me that they had to go Fox 8 to show it to us exclusively.
Right.
And then it says Fox 8 exclusive on.
Exclusive.
It's like, do you understand what that is? Like they're saying, hey. It's important that he told us we're the only ones that have the video of the fucking people being run over.
Yeah, you just lucked out. And the viewers don't give a fuck.
But why
You're not that special to them.
Why is it important that what does exclusive mean? Like, why do we need to know that?
I guess it used to be important. I don't know.
It's simply...
If you were the only one that had footage of JFK getting his head blown off, that's an exclusive. Like, holy shit, no one has this footage. But a dumb story like this, to use the word exclusive, is stupid.
Do you think Zapruder would be mad if he was around today for all that stuff, for everybody ripping off his video and uploading it as their own on YouTube?
Yeah,
like, check out my JFK death video.
Of course. Of course.
But why is that important? It's like
it's not anymore.
The scumbags are saying, but it's their way of fucking taking that tragedy and using it to boost their own fucking product.
But the media has been using it forever. When we were growing up, I think it meant way more than it does now.
It's just to me, it's hijacking something and making it it's
trying to make it your own.
Making it your own, so you further your fucking
trying to tell
your
people
cause.
we're the better news station because, look, we got this exclusive. No one else got this. But the fact is they lucked out in getting it.
It's about being competitive with the other stations. It's not about just bringing news to people. Otherwise, the exclusivity means absolutely nothing.
Well, not just stations, though, but I mean, think about it, too. From the news station's perspective, they have to compete with they have to compete with everything. So in such an environment where media is just flooding you at all times, to get an exclusive like that is kind of rare. Because why can't I just go to YouTube and see that video? But you know what? If Fox 8 or whatever, if they have that video and I can't find it on YouTube, good for them.
Yeah, but if you play it out, they're hoping now you're going to watch Fox 8 because they happen to have the McDonald's exclusive.
They had the exclusive.
And I don't think people think that far in advance. They don't give a fuck.
Meaning
they just happen to be watching the right channel at the right time.
They're the same people that are going to see Paul Blart, the mall cop, and making that a $200 million movie. So people are retarded.
But if we do something wrong, the point is, like, if you make fun of something, all of a sudden you're a fucking bad guy, and they'll be all over you for that. But that is how they take something horrible and they use it to further their own brand name or cause. It just sickens me, and I like to just point it out because that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't mind them having an exclusive. I don't care. Just don't think that what you're doing as news people is different than any other form of entertainment, because it's not.
They're trying to own it.
McDonald's hires 50,000 people every summer. This promo is bullshit. And what is it, part-time employees? So they don't have to pay the full-time benefits?
Oh, is that it?
There's got to be some kind of weird loophole there, Sure.
I didn't even know.
There used to be a thing when I was coming up in the radio business, and I had to have other jobs. It was called temp to hire.
Yeah.
Where you had a full-time job. In my case, it was for Xerox. But it was called. It was horrible. But I was in shipping, receiving, and it was we were called temp to hires, which basically meant you had a full-time job, but they didn't have to pay you the benefits or anything.
No benefits.
And they had a shitload of people that were temp to hire.
And to hire,
and they never hired any of us officially.
That meant that you could get a job if you do good.
I had the gig for, I don't remember anymore, but probably over a year, maybe a year and a half. They never even attempted to hire anybody. And they were called temp to hires. And that was just because they didn't want to pay the health benefits and everything else that comes with a real full-time job. But you had a full-time job with this company.
Yeah, I had one of those, too.
You did, right?
Yeah. For me and my buddy Bill D'Angelo.
I love when you use real names.
Fuck it, Bill. Yeah, I saw him recently. And we had an attempt to hire a job. I think it was a full-time job. And I know there was centrifuges and sludge. I don't remember what else was done.
Oh, my God.
Bill was handy, and I was so bad at it. But they gave us like these cardboard boxes to cut with these box cutters, and I wasn't doing a good job. And Bill goes, "Come on, Jim, you should be good at this," because I'd cut myself so many times. But yeah, that was a full-time gig. But I think that it was from a temp agency.
Right on. All right. Yeah, we got the hamburger guy.
Oh yeah, it kind of fits. Yeah.
Yeah, but this thing has been making the rounds.
I mean, it's not like it's like laugh out loud, but you know what? It's good enough, especially to go to break with after that story.
Sure. After that story,
guy claims a tornado took his hamburger.
Jackson had tossed cars and 18-wheelers around and destroyed homes. 16 WAPT's Meg Pace was there right after the storm.
What was going through your mind?
I want him to die.
Eric Hubbard was sitting in a friend's car eating lunch when Friday's tornado came barreling toward them.
It was in him, and it got big going up. Dog, and he hit the ground and kept coming up. I finna get out the car, run in.
Hubbard thought about making a run for his house, but his friend talked him out of it.
And I was scared. I was finna eat a hamburger. It took it. And I don't even know where it's at.
It took your hamburger out of your hand.
Fries and drink. I don't know where it's at.
I don't know where is it.
Damn,
took my hamburger, fries and drink.
That's almost really good.
Don't know where is he.
Almost. He just misses.
Well,
that's not going to be the next Boo Got Shot.
Boo got shot.
So, what the fuck? Let me say hi to Allison in Jersey.
Hamburger.
Allison, what's up?
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Tornado took it. Hamburger.
I'm supposed to have that on my machine. I need hamburger. Allison.
Hiya.
Hey.
I just wanted to call real quick. You were just mentioning how when you were when you were in the workforce, basically everything was temp to hire, and you had this job, and they never hired anyone, and that was how it was when you were in the workforce. I just really need to let you know that it kind of sounds a little jaded because that's basically everyone coming out of college right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up. I don't think it ever went away. It's bullshit by these big companies that they hire temp to hires and they never hire anyone. It's a way around paying benefits.
Yeah, I mean, I have people. I'm working in a huge company right now, and I have people who have been working there for literally 5 years and have families and can't get jobs anywhere else, and people refuse to hire them, and it's just
Yeah, I mean, just to give you a little more info, I didn't think people really cared about this point, but when I was coming up in the radio business, I didn't know where I was going to go if I was actually going to have a full-time job or make real money. And I was in Rochester, and Xerox at the time was a great company. And if you do get hired by Xerox, it's a good living, really good living. But then they had a bunch of schmucks like me and a lot of us that they put a little hope in our eyes, but never fucking gave the real job to anybody.
Were you putting the new cover sheets on those TPS reports? Or because that could be a problem.
I was in shipping and receiving, but I had visions of moving up the corporate ladder.
Is it good
getting
for
the big
company?
Office? Right.
So you,
I wanted the corner office.
I didn't realize you worked in a paper store till it blew away. Paper store.
Paper store.
Yeah, this I don't know, man. If you're graduating college, good luck to you. It's fucking horrible.
Have fun out there.
As far as getting a real job with real benefits.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
I need benefits.
The company I'm with, we have attorneys working for us who are literally making $20 an hour, and are lawyers. They're coming out of law school.
What kind of company is it?
It's a technology company, but I'm working in the legal department and the immigration.
Are you an attorney?
No.
Oh, sorry.
What do you?
Boring.
What do you do? What do you do in the thing?
In the thing.
In the legal department.
I literally sit on Excel all day and, work on visas and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Tort reform! Sorry, I just want to yell some lawyer stuff.
Tort reform.
I sometimes do. Whenever the law comes up, I yell legal terms. I don't mean to. It just happens. It's like a Tourette's thing with me.
Yeah, no, it was totally appropriate.
Roe v. Wade! Sorry. Apologize.
Yeah, I was hoping it would change after all these years, but I think it's gotten worse where they really just fuck over their workers and give them real jobs, but don't give them the benefits to go along with that or an actual salary that you could be proud of.
Absolutely.
It sucks out there.
Yeah.
All right, Allison, thank you.
Motion to dismiss!
Ooh. Lawyer Jim.
Denied.
And did you want to say, tell them to behave or what? You were a little low-key in that whole McDonald's thing.
Well, you know what it is.
You're letting your people down.
It's a double-edged sword for me there because they were there trying to get jobs. So, but it just seems like when there's a large group of people, it just seems to be a problem.
People or blacks?
I don't. Well,
if you're gonna say it,
I will say a large group of certain people of certain ethnic background. There just seems to be these problems that perk up. There's so many all over the intranets. Mm-hmm. So many of these where you just see, and there's a little group, or in fast food place, Chuck E. Cheese seems to be an MMA ring for black people when they're having parties there. Chuck E. Cheese is an amazing place to go see a fight. Wow. And the kid, they're one woman's pulling her kid out. And then she puts her kid down and runs right back into the melee.
Right.
And it's over some piece of shit stuffed animal they were giving away as something. It's always some dumb gives me that crap. Enough. Got enough. Behave.
Well, we'll do a little bowling to behave for you.
Really?
It's a break. Yeah. Jimmy's laughing over there at something. What story? The umbrella story?
No. It's like I know who's right and wrong in this story.
Hold on. Let me see if I know what
But I'm going to tell you, fucking dummies walking around this city thinking they have protection around them because they live comfortable lives.
Homeless?
Fucking
homeless guy?
Bitch.
Wait. Save it for
Learn to shut your fucking mouth.
Save it for after the break, Jimmy.
Holy shit, you fucking nudgy New Yorker. Yeah.
And they're everywhere. We'll talk about that.
Wow, did she get her comeuppance?
Oh.
Also, I don't know what to do with this. He's sitting there, Bobo, the one-man band. He's been on hold for an hour.
I'd put him on hold for longer.
People are begging, where the fuck is Bobo with the one-man band thing today? I was telling Aunt before the show, I mean, we could do whatever, but I'm thinking we might blow up. Yesterday's bit was really good.
It was great.
And for all the Bobo haters, you picked the wrong day to go on Twitter and beat the shit out of the kid because he fucking performed yesterday.
Yesterday was great.
You wait for a really bad performance. That's how it works.
Yeah.
And you will
then
get one.
beat the guy up.
Oh, believe me, you'll get one.
Right.
And probably today if we do this.
Right. If you want to be a real hater, then you got to figure out how that works. When we have a shitty show, that's the day you fucking beat us up. Not when we have a great show. And you don't beat up Bobo after he has a great appearance. His appearance yesterday was probably the best one yet. And then there were people on Twitter trying to beat him up. It's like, you're stupid. You picked the wrong day. So I'm thinking if we go to him and it's not good, it's going to fuck up a great bit that we had yesterday. Yeah. See, Danny's nodding.
Because you know
that's why I didn't go to him. I don't know what to do.
The reason Bobo is on the phone is because he wants to do yesterday every day for the rest of his retirement.
Right. Yes, and he is the one that has a 99% chance of fucking it up.
So we could do it. We could do it after the break.
We could try.
Can I say, though, let's be honest here. It's not exactly a sequel to Citizen Kane that we're talking about here. It's will the retard bang on the pots and pans as well as he did yesterday.
You know,
what do we really have to lose or gain?
You bring up an amazing point there.
This is not like, hey, guys, we have the Holy Grail. We hate to wreck it.
All right.
Dummy made noise. Dummy will make noise again.
All right. Jimmy's there. Jimmy's always the voice of reason.
When has Bobo ever disappointed where you go, well, you go, I don't know what else Bobo's going to do for this show.
That's true.
And then he does something else.
I'll tell you when he's disappointed. When a fucking doctor was holding him by the ankles and I'd slapped him and his mother went, ugh. How did that thing fucking pop out of my hole?
For the record,
they told me it was normal.
For the record, I've loved Bobo every fucking time.
Yeah. I have not.
I don't. Not every time.
No, I
half the time.
Oh yeah, at least. But I hate the way he fucking talks over everybody. Yeah. It's like, would you shut up? No timing.
It
drives me nuts.
Really annoying.
But I do like the kid, and I think people give him too hard. He's a lot funnier on the show than some people give him credit for. But I couldn't take him every day or even once a week. He drives me nuts.
All right, so we'll do Bobo's one-man band after the break.
And I must say, I did receive a few new texts and a voicemail.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I have a new voicemail.
From your stalker?
Oh, yes.
All right.
And the whole thing is hysterical because I will tell you the times of these texts and voicemails. And what is said in the voicemail and the text makes no sense with the time of the text.
You'll explain that whole thing.
Yeah.
And I got a tease, too. I think I saw a dead guy this morning, and I need the NYPD to help me out. I need to know if this guy I saw this morning was dead or not. And new PFG TV.
What?
Oh, yeah.
We
don't have enough time in the day.
Oh, my God, new PFG TV.
Speaking of tease, though, whenever your arms go up and the shirt lifts a little bit and shows that firm belly, that's a bit of a tease every time. I just want to run my fingers over. So alabaster. Sorry. Jesus. No reason to say that.
Sam, new PFG TV. Is this the one where he goes after us a little bit?
I watched the whole episode. He didn't make mention of the New York radio duo.
Wait, what happened? I thought it was coming. I thought it was going down.
But this is one of my favorite episodes.
Wow,
for
really?
Sure. Yes.
He gets into some good topics and stuff.
Well, by topics you mean paid mentions? Yes.
Now it's
awesome.
That's all it is.
And we have no guests today, so we have
so great.
We have time
fantastic.
to do PFG TV. So
good.
So Ant Stalker.
Yes.
Jimmy's, what do you call it? The pesky New Yorkers or the
keep a mouth shut.
New Yorker. It's called Learn When to Shut Up, lady.
and if we have any NYPD guys, if you could get a hold of us, I'd need to know if this guy we drove by this morning was dead or not.
We got to tell him maybe what area.
Upper West Side is good enough.
Yeah.
Right? I'll tell the story next. It's quick. But just shows that Club Soda Kenny's a fucking robot. He won't even stop to see if a guy's dead.
Right?
What's wrong with this guy?
I wouldn't either, though.
Huh?
I wouldn't either, to be honest.
You know, it's quick, actually. He's driving me in, and I see a police cruiser just stopping with their lights on. And in front of the police car, in the road, just off the sidewalk, is a guy twisted in a way you shouldn't be twisted, even if you're passed out, drunk, or if you're homeless. Laying in the street right off the curb.
So it's like in what they call the gutter?
So I go to Kenny, is that guy dead? Kenny barely looks and goes, it happens, and keeps driving.
It happens.
And keeps driving. Like, any one of us would at least slow down, maybe even stop and take a look. Nothing. He doesn't even put his fucking foot on the brake. He just goes, it happens. And we just ride by this scene that is taking place.
Because Kenny's dead. It's not a big deal if he sees another cadaver.
Does he have any emotion?
Two zombies running into each other.
Really? Yeah. Vampires aren't as surprised by other vampires as we are.
You hang out with him way more than I do. Does he ever show any fucking emotion ever? This guy, it didn't look like it was a homeless guy. It obviously looked like something was happening here, and it didn't look good.
Shenanigans. The time he'll show emotion, like sometimes if he's eating a steak, he'll actually. I've seen this before. Just like that. When he's a mouthful of fucking meat.
So it's delicious.
He'll occasionally make the yummy sound.
The yummies.
Or if you light his fucking finger by accident instead of a cigar, he'll run through the door. Yeah, he likes violin music, and he hates when I toast him with our wine cups.
Would you have had a better reaction than it happens?
The most emotion you'll see out of Kenny is when you show him a fire or a flame. Then he'll run away quickly. Or a little girl on a swing.
Yes.
Or seesaw.
When I said, is that guy dead or whatever, that was a cue for Kenny to slow down or fucking stop. Nothing. Nothing. You would slow down, wouldn't you?
No, I'm at the point now, I got to be honest with you. I'm at the point now where I don't slow down or stop for shit. But I get mad when people do. It's just get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, but I got to explain. It's a side street. It's really early. There's no one out there. Yeah. There was no one out there. No one behind us. No one in front of us.
Then I'd slow down. I'd give a look.
And the cop obviously has its lights on, so you're thinking, oh, cool, I'm going to see something nice.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. All right, given that.
But then we had the dummy down in Washington that did the opposite. Remember? I liked her, too. What was her name? Meg or something?
Megan?
No.
Megan?
No.
Who was it?
Megan?
Remember when she picked us up from the hotel to bring us to XM, and there was a shootout going on?
Yeah.
And she stops the XM van with our with our faces on the side.
Like, now maybe we should keep going.
That one, we were like, "Will you get the fuck out of here?" Remember the cops were all behind their doors with their guns out, and they had their lights on a store.
Yeah, we were like, it would be nice to see this, but let's move along.
Why don't we just move along?
I don't think this van is bulletproof.
So you got to know when to slow down and stop.
Yeah.
Today was a perfect fucking opportunity to slow down and see some shit, Kenny. It happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
They hadn't put the Get the Fuck Out of Here tape up yet?
They just got there.
Oh.
So now, hopefully, some NYPD could tell me what was that situation all about. It was on the radios by now, right?
Well, where was it? You should give the location. They find dead guys every day.
It was right up, the hill. It was a mere 100 feet from where you know who lives. That works for the other show.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean precisely.
Precisely.
Yeah. Per second.
In front of.
Oh, I know who you mean.
No, I'm not. No,
the
I
woman's
that.
building.
In front of that.
Oh,
right there.
Oh yeah. Okay, sure.
So.
Yes.
Whatever. Oh, this guy could help me out. All right, he'll help me out during the break. All right, so we got lots to do. Here's Kenny. Jogging. It's too late
Look
now.
at him running.
Giant suit.
Leaving holes in the floor.
Kenny.
Hi, Kenny. Welcome aboard.
It's in the 2-0, if anybody.
It's in the 2-0?
Yeah, 20th precinct.
All right.
I know what the 2-0
Why didn't we slow down and take a look, Kenny? You just don't care about
stuff? I thought we were talking about his IQ.
In the 2-0. No, then he would have threw the decimal point in. Sorry. 2.0.
Well, there's nothing we could do for the guy.
But you don't like checking shit out? You just went, it happens.
He's seen so much shit.
The guy's body was twisted in a weird way, though, Kenny.
Kenny probably ran him over on the way to get you.
Because he was going to be 30 seconds late.
You know what a homicide detective's motto is?
What?
No. Our day starts when your day ends.
That's a great one.
I need that on a shirt.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should say it starts when you get too tired to do anything but die. It's a good one.
Chip, it is a good one. Holy shit.
All right.
Whew. Yeah.
Just play bowling.
McDonald's employee got to eat.
Bowling for behave.
The virus. Get in touch with the Opie and Anthony Show. 866-WOW-1-WOW. Send your feedback to feedback@opieandanthony.com. Opie and Anthony.
You ready for the one-man band?
No, I don't know.
You want to give this a try or what?
Well, I guess.
Bobo was on the show yesterday. It was going nowhere fast.
Yeah.
And then we
realized in the background his mom and sister were getting very angry because it was early in the morning and he was making too much noise on the phone, and they were getting pissed. So we kind of picked up on that and had him bash pots and pans together while singing the Meet the Mets, Greet the Mets song. It
was classic.
It was funny.
It was very funny, and I think we could really have him screw up his one moment. This is the typical George Costanza, not knowing when to leave the room.
We've done this so many times in our careers.
And we
can't just leave it alone.
And I'm out!
But the interesting part for anybody that missed it is the discussion that was going on of should we leave well enough alone or should we tempt fate?
Yeah.
As if somebody was saying you should splash some more color on the Mona Lisa. And you two were discussing it like, well, it is a work of art, and I don't know if we should tamper with it.
Yeah. I know. A retard banging pots
Exactly.
and pans.
Clang away, stupid. Not as good as yesterday. Click. All right. What's the story about? Gives a fuck.
Well, we were thinking of the possibilities.
Oh, that's great.
This has legs. Bobo.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bobo's one-man band. The kazoo and pots and pans forming New York, New York.
All right, let's get right into it.
I get, he wants to get right into it.
Bobo, you do understand that this...
Can't really recognize the song,
Sounds like a retard with a kazoo.
Oh, I wish that was someone beating him over the head with a mallet.
Yeah. Put it over his head like Johnny Appleseed. Fucking hit him with a fucking mallet, like you just said.
Bobo?
He can't hear us.
Bobo? Bobo? Bobo?
We've heard enough.
Bobo? 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 Bobo?
Yeah?
Oh.
Hi.
Where is your mother and sister?
They're asleep.
Well, how come? Where are you?
Oh, no, I was in my room.
And they can't hear you from your room?
No.
Then why are you doing the bit?
See, the whole.
I'll do it. All right, I'll go the rest of the song right here.
Where are you?
Why is he doing the bit if no one can hear him?
If no one can hear, see, he thinks that the bit was him doing a song.
Right.
No, it's him annoying people at his house.
Can I answer the question that you both asked with such incredulousness in your voice? Why would he do the bit?
Yeah.
He's dumb. I don't know. I mean, why would the retarded guy banging pots at 7 a.m. not do it correctly?
Well,
because he's dumb.
Bobo, we're going to give you a big fail for today, but guess what?
What?
You come back tomorrow, and hopefully you do this properly.
Yes.
We want you to add more instruments.
Yeah, more instruments that are very loud.
Yeah.
And not in your fucking room.
Right.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a big win for you.
Yeah.
I would dare say epic. Today we give you a big fail, and tomorrow we give you another shot.
Right.
All right.
And there's something I want you to do during the song, too.
Yeah.
While you're playing, I want you occasionally to go, ra-cha-cha-cha, but really loud.
Ra-cha-cha-cha.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you like that when Jimmy Durante
Oh,
would...
yeah. Cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, cha-cha. Try it. Can you try that real quick?
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Exactly, but
Exactly.
loud.
That's
So loud that
perfect.
your voice actually hurts.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Well, it's going to be done loud.
All right, tomorrow, 6:15, Bobo's one-man band, definitely. So you got to, really work it tomorrow there, Bobo.
Yeah.
All right. Should I do the same song?
You could do the same song.
We don't know what song you played.
Yeah,
It was just
what the hell
fucking
was
noise to
that?
us.
But add some more shit. Maybe break some glasses on the kitchen floor.
That's true, like a
outside
Greek
your-
wedding.
Yeah, do a little Greek wedding action.
Yeah, in tribute, in honor of Vic Tabak's birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. All right?
Got it.
So you failed today, but we'll give you one more
Yeah.
shot tomorrow.
All right. Happy 420, Anthony.
Oh, well, imagine the happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Hitler. I'll finish it. Happy birthday to you. And then you go, how old are you?
now.
And he says, I'm 122. And I shot myself in the head in the bunker. And you go, oh, you silly goose, have some cake.
all wacky things happen on this day, right?
Yeah.
Bunch of wacky things. People get a little crazy.
Yeah, this is a day
with
to
the
just stay home.
420.
Because the pot charge, yeah.
Yeah. It was a year ago today that oil rig blew up there in the Gulf.
Was it exactly a year ago?
Exactly a year already. And what they were saying was, wow.
Everything's back to normal,
This
right?
is going to be fucked up for 20 years. We're not going to be able to get any fish out of the Gulf. And apparently everything's fine.
Between the Gulf and Japan, my sushi eating is way the fuck down.
The
Fuck
Gulf
that.
is fine.
Fuck that.
I'm catching my own sushi out in the Hudson.
There you go.
I caught a crab.
Hey, Matt has a very good idea. Bobo's still on the line. Matt, you want to pump up the one-man band for tomorrow? What do you got?
Yeah, Bobo needs to add an air horn to it.
Bobo, could you add an air horn?
Yeah, I think I could add an air horn.
Do you have an air horn?
I think I might be able to get one, and I think there's one that I've had all these years that was supposed to be used. That it's a bit old. I've had this since
At Mets games to celebrate, but there's never been a reason to celebrate.
Do you have it now?
I don't have it now. That I could be able to get to it, but I can
All right.
I can get to it a bit later. This was saved.
All right. Bobo.
You're panicking.
You're panicking. Listen to me. We all know you're really stupid, but you're not stupid enough to tell your mom that you're going to be doing this tomorrow, right?
Believe me, I'm not that stupid.
All right.
Well.
All right, so tomorrow's the big day. Bobo's one-man band with an air horn. Thanks to Matt in Ohio for pumping this up.
All right, believe me, I'll have
Believe you me.
Cha-cha-cha.
Did you like that in that Michael J. Fox movie when he was doing that? Wasn't that embarrassing?
Of course.
With Kirk Douglas? Where he was trying to make him, and he's dancing, and cha-cha-cha.
Oh, God.
Humiliating, right?
That's terribly humiliating and
He put the hat on
embarrassing.
and do the dance.
Oh, I'm
You
getting
want Bobo to try it
goosebumps.
again? Bobo, one more rat-cha-cha.
I fucking hate.
All right. All right, you really got to fucking, practice all day today. In silence, of course. In silence. In your room. By
Mr.
yourself.
Durante stunk.
Use your mind.
I'll be ready with that air horn.
All right, you better be ready 6:15 tomorrow, all right?
All right.
All right, that's all we got today for Bobo. Bobo's one-man band tomorrow morning, 6:15.
Hey, can you find that Michael J. Fox, Kirk Douglas clip? It's I don't know why. It's Kirk Douglas is like a rich guy, and everybody's being mean to him, or they think he's going to die.
Yeah.
And Michael J. Fox is his nephew or something, and he's trying to entertain him. and he's doing the fucking Jimmy Durante dance on the stairs.
Ugh.
Oh, it was so fucking bad.
Embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. Yeah, cha-cha-cha. He has the hat.
The hat.
Fucking hate it.
Ah, cha-cha-cha-cha.
What is that? Why did Jimmy Durante do that? Who
I
fucking
don't
liked
know.
that?
People in vaudeville, they enjoyed it.
I didn't.
That shit. That shite.
That's shite.
Do we have it now?
He's looking. That story that bothered you there, Jimmy. Or actually made you laugh.
Here it is. Here's the heading. Now let me just start reading it. A homeless man stabbed a woman in the face with a pen on the number 3 train Tuesday after she berated him for trying to smoke in the subway.
Oh, yeah.
The cop said whatever his name is, or Cabrero Cordero, he was trying to light a cigarette on the crowded downtown train during the morning rush when Evelyn Seeger told him to stop. Witnesses say the argument quickly escalated, with Cordero waving a big lighter with a high flame in her face and the woman yelling. He suddenly pulled out a pen and slashed her face from temple to nose in front of horrified riders. Seeger told Cordero to stop and then tried to knock the lighter from his hand. 2 men grabbed Cordero, and while they were trying to restrain him, he slashed Seeger with the pen. Now, obviously, this guy is a fucking maniac. Here's this fucking Evelyn Seeger. You dummy. Anyone lighting up a cigarette on a crowded train in this day and age is fucking nuts.
It's crazy.
Know when to shut your fucking... And I'm not saying she had it coming, but what are you doing to think that you're going to talk to some fucking crazy guy who lives outdoors, who's crazy enough to smoke on a crowded train? What fucking light do you think you have around you? You know what I mean? And I know, you should say something, but where is your fucking self-preservation, common sense?
Sometimes you shouldn't say shit. Don't say nothing.
Or at least if you're going to say something...
Don't move to another fucking subway car.
Don't say a word. They're nuts.
Are you going to say... If you're going to say... She was probably like, what, are you really going to smoke?
You know, there's no smoking allowed in the subway. Yeah?
She didn't know when to fucking shut her... Because if the argument escalated, she should have walked away. She's Evelyn Seeger. He's a homeless guy.
Evelyn Seeger.
Evelyn Seeger.
I'm Evelyn Seeger, for God's sake. And then bomb.
Yeah, she just had that fucking air of protection.
Greedy.
Yeah.
The movie was Greedy?
Oh, yeah.
Why do people think...
Not the best quality? This is the scene that...
Oh, look, Ant.
Oh.
Here I am, Uncle Joe.
Oh, no.
Puts the hat on.
Hello, folks. This is Jimmy Durante. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Hank, howdy-kidoo, howdy-kitty, howdy-kidoo. Oh, what a tune for crooning. Danny, nobody. Hank, howdy-kidoo.
Oh, I can't watch this.
Why?
Ew.
Got the whole world swooning. Danny, stop the music. Stop the music. Everybody wants to get into the act. Remember, Joe, you gotta start
Oh, this is terrible.
even when things go.
Fucking horrendous scene that is.
That is so embarrassing.
Were you embarrassed?
Oh, that is so embarrassing. I couldn't look at it.
Dink-a-dink.
A-dink-a-doo. A-dink-a-doo.
Shut up. Just spill the juice.
Everyone wants to get into the act. Yeah.
Fucking awful.
Haboo.
All right. You know what we should do? Because we're going to need some time for your thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll do another thing here. Then we're going to do your thing after the thing they do.
I got a voicemail.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
I got some texts. We
got an update on Ant's. Are you calling it a stalker?
Yeah, it's beyond that. I don't even know what it is.
It's a sociopath.
It's some kind of, well, I don't want to throw words around.
Oh.
I'm just saying it's somebody that should stop fucking calling and texting me constantly. That's what I call it.
Okay, that's fair enough. But first, Bill Donahue did the right thing with the Lady Gaga controversy. We just talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
And the big thing with this Lady Gaga is she keeps going after the easy religion, which seems to be the Catholics.
Corny rebellion.
Yeah.
Like corny
Her
rebellion.
new song's called Judas, and she's getting a lot of attention for it. And we said on our show yesterday, certainly if you want to be, edgy and controversial, go after the Muslims. Go after Muhammad.
Yeah, I'm not saying Catholics are perfect, but they're not throwing fucking... At least go after both. You don't just go after Catholicism. Yeah, we know they're terrible, but they're not throwing rocks at women in the Middle East.
Or go after the Jew. They don't go after the Jew either.
No.
But it's always the Catholics. So I see it Bill Donahue's way, certainly. Here's Bill talking about Lady Gaga.
Bill Donahue is joining me now. He's the president of the Catholic League. Jesus is my virtue, and Judas is the demon that I cling to. Should we be upset about this, Bill?
Standing by itself, who really cares? But what I look at is, do we have a pattern here? This is a girl who gets dressed up as a nun to get raped, who swallows the rosary, who's been dissing Catholics on and off. She's another one of these ex-Catholic girls who has a problem with their old religion. And for some reason, they have to use Holy Week, don't they? And we've been tracking this kind of stuff at the Catholic League for a number of years. A lot of people want to send a message to Catholics, like their middle finger message. They use Holy Week. And I'm a little fed up with it. If she has a problem with religion, go pick on the Muslims and see how they handle it.
Whoa.
But he's
right on
true,
that.
though.
He makes that point. It's like there's never, to me, they don't. If they were attacking both, I would have no issue with it. But it's just corny to think you're being a rebel. You're not performing in 1950. It's not Sullivan you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Stop thinking you're edgy. Oh, he'll have the Jack Parr show tomorrow. Lady Gaga, no.
And then Bill continues.
Hello, Bill.
You raise an interesting point. Can you imagine if she did something like this, denigrating the Muslim religion?
You can't even show a depiction of Muhammad on TV and the newspapers and whatnot. And I'm not out there to say, let's have equality by dump on the Muslims. I'm simply saying, why does it take fear as a motivational ethic on the part of some people to respect Muslim rights? Do they want Catholics to pick up a machete in order for them to get their rights? I don't think so, and nor do I want it. And I'm not saying that she's gone that far. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is hardly the worst thing that I have seen. But I don't like the timing. I don't like the pedigree. I don't like the...
You think ours was a 10? That's all I'm thinking right now.
A 10. Definitely a 10.
You think we made the 10?
Oh, yeah.
On his scale?
He's making a sensible argument, though.
I don't like the copycatting of Madonna. And if she's that talented, then she doesn't need to go there, does she?
Yeah.
Maybe she has something to work out. She told Larry King here about a year ago, he said to her, "What, do you have a problem with Catholicism?" She says, no. She says, "I'm just confused about religion."
Clearly from those lyrics, she's
I would
very
say
confused.
She is very confused about religion. You know what, Lady
Louder,
Gaga?
miss.
Guess what? You hang out with Bill Donahue, I'll buy you a beer, honey, and maybe we can straighten you out finally.
Put them together, Lady Gaga and Bill Donahue.
I love that he's just a drunk.
Oh, he really is a fucking liquored
he
up.
likes having a few drinks.
I don't know if he's a drunk, but he certainly
he's a drunk.
He certainly knows how to knock him down.
Dude, every problem with him is I'll buy you a beer. He doesn't know what it is. Even the Jews, we're going to crucify Christ. Come on, I'll buy you guys a beer.
Yeah, we go out, we grab a beer.
It's just Lady Gaga's doing the whole Madonna thing, right? You would think she would take what Madonna did and then take it to the next level.
Yeah.
That's what you do as an artist. Go after, be the one that goes after Muhammad.
Yeah, try that one.
Or the Jew.
And then she won't be able to go anywhere in the world, on any world tours, because she'll be afraid her head will be chopped off, which it probably would
or
be.
Or somebody will run in with a fucking suicide bomb, and somebody will.
So
they will.
So she's sort of brave.
None of them are brave. They're fucking cowards.
Sort of. She's sort of almost brave.
Yeah.
Kinda.
None of them. The only ones that make fun of Muslims, at least, are fucking stand-ups. I know I'm a comic, so I'm kind of whoring stand-ups. But fucking, again, I'm sure some musicians will say that they have. But look at what, again, South Park does, man. They fucking brutalize everybody. They kill Catholics, but they kill Muslims too.
Right. They go after everyone. Remember about the dead guy?
Yes.
We got an update.
Oh, you did?
Well, I'd rather leave it with what I said before the break and just keep everyone wondering.
Well, I'm
that
curious
he was
now.
dead or not?
Yeah. Drove by a guy who was looked like to me dead.
Performance art.
Off the sidewalk in the gutter. The cops were just pulling up as we were driving by, and Kenny goes, "It happens," when I said that guy looks dead. And Kenny decided it wasn't important enough to stop or look or do anything.
Right.
So,
Update?
Yeah, we got an update. It's Pete. Pete.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Good morning.
Pete.
So you did some research for us?
Yeah, I made a couple of phone calls to people. I wasn't working last night, but I reached out, and from what it sounds like, man, it's probably a drunk. Give him the time. It was not a cardiac arrest. And when it comes to Kenny, man, no good deed goes unpunished. That's why he didn't stop, man. It's an old tale. You just don't stop when you not have to.
That's true. Yeah.
So
it's a little downplay to the story. It wasn't an arrest. He wasn't dead. But
I know. I didn't have to go to you. I could have made everyone wonder all day. Kenny, how do you know? How do you know the guy was just drunk? You got some info?
Don't know if he was drunk per se, but I know he was not in cardiac arrest. So it came over as an unconscious. And then when they got there, they didn't put a notification in for a cardiac arrest. Other than that, I don't want to give too much information. I'll get some people in trouble,
Well, is the guy walking now?
Don't know about that. He's in the hospital.
Oh, all right. So he still might be dead guy.
Well, he wasn't dead guy on the street.
He wasn't dead on the street yet.
You're still pulling for it.
I'm going for dead guy.
He'll die someday.
Kenny?
No, this guy is very smart because he knows, like, when I was a young, zealous police officer,
yes,
once in a while I would get the urge to do police work, and then I would just pull over till it went away.
Excellent. That's the way you got to do things.
Yeah, it's a thankless job.
And what'd you say to me in the hallway if we stopped?
Yeah, they want to know why these nosy Nancies are being Budinskis.
Next thing you know, we're part of the problem.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Now we're the number one suspects. All of a sudden, I'm a perp.
Yeah.
True. If there was some suit stolen from the awful suit store, you're certainly on number one suspect.
Cops always got to buy cheap suits because you wear them every day to get ruined.
Well, that's true. Get some blood on them. You got to be able to just dispose of them pretty easily.
I had a partner that used to buy all his suits at garage sales.
And he has nothing to do with the job. He actually means his living situation.
And he didn't even care if they fit. Like if the waist was too big, he would just cinch it up with a belt.
Cinch it up.
And he wouldn't even dry clean them. He would just spray them with Febreze and just wear them.
Why? He didn't care?
No, he was just cheap and
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
All right, Kenny, we didn't see a dead guy this morning.
Yeah, okay. See, now we have better karma.
All right, you were right.
Yeah.
Guys, take care.
All right, man. Thank you, Pete, for the info.
All right.
Later.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah. What color is that suit?
It's got stripes.
It's like tannish.
It's like a tan gray. Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
The color of blood.
Yeah. I'd like a hepatitis and double XL, please.
Right. Yeah, it looks like bile or something.
It's terrible.
The color of
and
bile.
the size of it is like a zoot suit.
It's giant.
It is
like
giant.
you can dance around inside that thing.
I know.
You could take a nap with his fucking suit jacket.
Giant.
It'd be nice and warm.
Just giant.
Is he a giant though?
No. He's just a lummox.
What is he? What is Kenny? 6'6"?
No, 6'4".
6'4"? That's up there.
I think it's big.
So dry.
All right, we're gonna get into Ant's situation after the break.
Oh yeah, situation.
A girl he may have had a little fun with.
Oh,
it was supposed to be a little flang.
Oh yeah, over a year ago, and it's just.
And for some reason, she refuses to realize or let it go that it was just a dumb fling.
And there's this delusion that she thinks that it's me that is reaching out and making this contact on a daily text basis. And no, there's 20 of them from her. And
are we? You said you got new text messages and a voicemail. Are we playing the voicemail today?
Oh yes.
Oh,
we will be playing the voicemail.
I love this.
Yes, and the voicemail is so fucking just
good.
It's classic. Yeah.
All right, good. Stay there.
Yeah.
Whoa! Virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
What was that?
I have no idea. I touched nothing, and this thing just went crazy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It wasn't a nagel?
No, not me.
No nagling?
You sure? I got my finger on the button.
I would gladly admit it.
For nagled?
Sure?
I mean, the people want to hear the nagel thing, though.
Well, go ahead, but this was not me this time.
All right, fair enough. It wasn't him, but
No?
just in case it was, we do this.
Out of nowhere, a nagel appears.
Oh.
The show swerves to avoid it, but there's no hope. The nagel is just too big and has made too many mistakes. The hosts scramble to get a hold of the situation.
Yeah, we certainly do.
The
situation.
Poor Eric. He just sits in there.
No, you didn't. You missed it.
What'd he do?
We officially said, he had nothing to do with it, but just in case he had something to do with it, we played that.
He's not going to like if his last name is used like that, will he?
Boom, 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 ba bam, ba bam, bam. Anthony,
Hi, Dan.
so what's the big setup here? We got a girl that you might have had a little fling with about a year ago.
Of course.
Was it at a O&A event or?
Yeah, it was one of those fucking softball game
One of
things.
those get-togethers?
Yeah.
And then you decided to
It's not even,
do a what the hell?
No big deal.
It's called a what the hell.
And it's like, yeah, whatever.
And both
This is
sides
what it
play the
is.
what the hell game.
Yeah, this is whatever it was, whatever it is.
And in a lot of cases, both sides understand it was a what the hell situation. Every once in a while, you get one party that goes, what the fuck? I thought this was more than a what the hell.
WTF.
And
say.
That's, I guess, what is going on here. You had a what the hell, let's have a little fun, and that's it. She thought it was going to be, way more than it was, that she would be the future Mrs. Cumia.
Look, I have no idea what the fuck she was thinking, but a year later, I'm still getting texts and fucking emails and fucking voicemails.
A year later?
Yeah.
And
you would think, like, even if a chick is pissed or something, it would maybe go a couple of weeks, and then they just get off of it and say, fuck it.
And I already know the answer to this, but just for the radio audience, you did not lead her on or lead her down this path whatsoever.
How do you lead someone down a path that goes on for a fucking year?
Right.
Like this.
So what is her
when the only responses that I've ever given has been stop texting me.
What's her goal? Because these people have goals.
I have no fucking idea.
Is her goal that you'll see it her way eventually?
You can only speculate, but I have no idea.
You really have no idea?
I have no fucking idea.
I know you have an idea, but I think you're trying to
no, I
play
honestly,
it safe.
I honestly have no idea.
Well, it's. Can I say what I think it is?
Let me say, yeah, sure.
It's because this.
Oh, well, you can't call people that.
I know, that's why.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
All right, give us the update.
Yeah, the update is I got more texts. More texts.
Now, the last time we did this, a mere few days ago, she was texting an imaginary person and sending it to you by accident.
Yeah, like just...
kind of showing you that she has a great life without you or something.
Right. This is...
maybe trying to make you jealous of her great life.
I was getting...
and what you might be missing.
I was getting a fuckload of texts from her.
Please have her text me.
And please.
I will fucking...
Yeah, you'll be annoyed in fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
Not even. She's originally texting me and just give me the same fucking shit. I'll move on with my life. I do this. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And I don't care. I would just be like, I don't care. Stop texting me. And then when I guess that wasn't really working, this new tack is to say that her phone is broken, right? And I am somehow getting all of her texts that she sends to anybody. But all of her texts are these long, drawn-out texts like I used to get. But they're to other people. You get it? And they're about her life and how great things are and how many friends she has and things like that. And I'm just like, stop. And again, I write, stop texting me. She's like, God, just be patient. My phone's broken. Meanwhile, none of these texts are just like, when you send texts to people and they're like, hey, I'll see you at noon. Or, oh, cool. Okay. That sounds good. Everyone is this long thing that has things about, things are going pretty well with me. I'm doing this and that. And everyone is this thing where it's like, obviously she wants me to read this.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
And no one's phone is broken where they send text messages to people.
Could you imagine the horror if your phone was broken and every text you sent went to somebody else?
That's crazy.
Forget that.
That would be a fun app.
You'd throw that phone away in a second.
Mm-hmm.
In a fucking second. So, again, I guess yesterday I had read one and said, wrote, stop texting me. Yesterday, She writes, really got to talk to some cool people. Remember? Because I put her number out there on Twitter.
Right.
And said, hey, people,
You have fun with this.
She wants some friends. Go
But
have
that backfired for some of the
some
listeners
friends.
because didn't some listeners say that they're not being harassed?
She won't stop texting them. Yeah, because this girl's a text machine.
Oh, my God.
She's a text machine.
All right.
And let's see what we got here. Good, got to talk to some cool people. I've talked to people. They're trashing you and then some. And she goes, it's all the gay-ass drama and bullshit. It's sad that you do shit like that. You turn your own fans and pests against you. And then I just again wrote, stop texting me. And that was the end of my communication with her. Well, let's see. Yesterday it starts up again. Just letting you know, that's all. Have a good night.
But didn't she already tell you, have a nice life, you won't be hearing from me anymore?
Yes!
How long did that
I've
last?
seen that text and heard that voicemail 1,000 times.
But the last one, how long did it last? Almost a day?
Not even. Let me think. Let's see where this text comes in. This is April 17th at 6:44 p.m., right? Mm-hmm. And then I text, stop texting me. And then at April 17th at 7:04, I get just letting you know, have a good night. And then literally she meant have a good night, I guess, because the next text comes at 5:59 a.m., April 18th. And then it just says, I don't. It's just sad, that's all. Thank you. It's appreciated. Hope you have a great day. Again, I guess that's supposed to be for someone else that happens to be up at 6 a.m., for another radio show, I guess. I guess it's another shock jock.
I guess.
Somewhere. And then at 5:07 a.m. on April 19th, I guess that was all for the 18th, it just says, nah, don't waste my time, and it doesn't bother me. She called me crying. She's a bitch and a douche. Why no one likes her and told her that. Her grammar is fucking deplorable. I tried to be her friend. She wants to act like that. That's fine. She's burning bridges with everyone by fucking everyone over. I dropped her as well, so she will end up alone because of it. She soon will find out. I don't know what that means. April 19th, 10:44 a.m. Now, this is right when I got home, I guess.
Yesterday.
Yeah. I'm glad you enjoy fucking over good people. Goodbye.
That was meant for you.
Yeah.
Okay, finally.
Finally, goodbye.
Finally a goodbye.
Now,
Congratulations,
goodbye.
it's over.
It's over, right?
10:20, whatever.
It's
yesterday
over, right?
morning. Great.
Well, then at 5:38 p.m. That afternoon, I just get a bubble with no words in it. So it was like a blank kind of a text. Then let me make sure I have this chronologically correct, because now the voicemail comes in. So let me play the voicemail for you. This is another classic.
Can't we do that on the Apple TV?
Speaker. Not voicemail. But the speaker does okay on voicemail. I'll pull away for a second.
When did this come in?
This came in yesterday at 5:41 p.m. Now remember that, because you would think after this it's done again.
Okay.
Yet there's more text after this.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Here we go.
Oh my God, Anthony, you are a fucking riot. So the fans have been telling me, actually a few of them have been telling me exactly what was said and what was done on the air, and you crack me the fuck up. You seriously do, because the whole obsession for
That's okay.
like
Just want to get
a
that
matter
name.
of like a month or two. Dude, I already have a boyfriend. I've had a boyfriend for a couple months now. You really need to get a life. Imagine if like Lydia actually knew like everything that had happened and all of your bullshit. It just cracks me up. Dude, just let it go. I already have. Just like move on with your life. I already have. So, and I'm happy. And I actually have a guy that actually treats me good and doesn't lie to me and treat me like shit and do all that crap. So, good luck to you, and I do. I wish you all the best in the world. So, have fun, and seriously, and I do honestly mean that. Good luck to you.
All right, it's over. 5:40 yesterday.
That's it.
It ends.
That was it. 5:40 yesterday.
April 19th.
It ended.
Good.
That was
for you.
it, right?
All right.
Right? Isn't that good?
Yes, finally.
It's like, oh, I'm hilarious. It's great. Well. Oh, God.
Yuck.
We do like Apple TV.
Oh, Jesus. Yuck. Fucking seahorses. Seahorses see people.
I love Apple TV.
Oh, God damn.
But Jimmy doesn't like Apple TV.
All right. Seashells, seahorses. All right. That was at, that was at 5:40 p.m.
All right. She's
so
saying
it was
goodbye.
done, right?
You need to move on because she's got a boyfriend that treats her right.
I'm obsessed. I need to move on. Enough with it. She actually sent that voicemail and made it sound like I was the one. Oh, God. I was the one that has been, had been texting her every fucking minute. Oh, God. Oh, man. That was a night of a lot of Captain Morgan. That's all I can say. Wow.
I have to.
Forever. Seahorses.
Right back, Jimmy. Here you go.
It was, here it is.
Yes.
It's April 19th, 6:33. Now, this is about an hour, not even an hour after that voicemail.
Okay.
It was just about a minute of her talking about me. I don't know what that means. I do have a sense of humor about it. That shit is in the past. You're self-absorbed, Aunt. You and I know the truth about it all. Again, glad you enjoy fucking over a good person. I know you don't and didn't care about me. Good to know you regret me. But I told you from the beginning that I had a lot of shit going on in my life. As for my BF, boyfriend, well, whether I decide he's the best for me or not, if it turns out to be serious, who knows? I'm glad you got everything you wanted in life by fucking over people. Really, did I? And real true love, being in love takes time to happen. People confuse love with lust. I know you trusted me. All that is in the past. I'd rather not live in the past. Why would you text me again? I said don't text me, right? Mm-hmm. The voicemail sounded like a finishing thing. She said goodbye in the other one. It's over.
How many times did you feel like it might be over with a text message or a voicemail?
500. 500 times. It was over 500 times.
Come on, that's fun for the radio.
I'm not even kidding you. It's been over 500 times.
Where you thought, okay, this will definitely be the last text. How many text messages would you guess in a year? Would you about
1,000 something? I can't even.
Easily
count.
1,000.
Yeah, has to be.
How many voicemails?
Have to be voicemails. I at the beginning, especially, they were coming in at a rate of 5 to 10 a day.
Holy
5
shit.
to 10 a day.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I think if I print it out, it'd probably be 50 pages. Probably be 50 pages of text. And then at 9:12 p.m. last night, I just get this. I'm really sorry. What are the doctors saying? Is he going to be okay?
What is that?
Why,
Is
another
that
one
for
of
the
these
imaginary person?
Another one of these. Yeah. So that's where we are today with this girl. She keeps texting. She keeps fucking voicemailing. And it, like I said, it's been over so many times, but it's never over. A year.
Is it really a year?
Yeah.
Or under?
Year.
About a year.
About a year. About a year. We're going to a year. It's a year.
Okay.
And it just won't stop. Just won't stop. The texts keep coming in.
How do you stop something like this?
I don't know. And people say, oh, you could block this. You could block. You get an app that blocks it. No.
And you've tried everything, right?
I have tried everything. Yeah.
It's enraging.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this guy is absolutely correct from Connecticut. Stink throttle says it all, Ant. And it will never be over until you move on.
I figured out what the problem is. I figured out what the problem is. You see, seahorses mate for life.
Seahorses.
They don't take other
Seashell
partners.
seahorses. Seahorses.
Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people say, why don't you change your fucking phone number? No one wants to change their fucking
No
phone
one wants
number.
to do that.
Toby.
No one wants to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to change my fucking phone number.
That's a good question. Are some of the listeners sending the text messages that she's sending to them because you gave out the number?
Yes. They have been. Let me see if I could find
Some good ones coming in.
A couple here. I think. Actually, they've been on Twitter. Is where people have been sending me these. So it's kind of hard to get to. One guy was like talking to her and sending texts and stuff back and forth, and then he sent one and he had this long conversation and he showed me. He sent a picture of it, and then he writes he goes, hey, my iPhone's screwing up, man. He goes, I didn't get your last text. Can you send it? So she sent the exact same text again, and he just texted back, I heard you. So people, fun. It's really funny. Yeah, it's real pisser. Your listeners, they're a lot of fun. Been talking to them and, right.
You think a few of those guys are into crazy chicks trying to get a little action?
Oh, yeah. No, hey, guys, go to town, please.
You sick fucks.
Please, unburden me. Guys, whatever you want to do.
Take one for the team.
Take one for the team.
You give her a good one, maybe she leaves our Anthony alone.
Seahorse.
And then you'll be fucking on the hook for a year.
Oh, my God. So it'll lead you to a box of Fruit Loops.
Have you had a lot of crazy broads in your life?
Yeah.
You've had You've had a bunch?
Yeah. I'm not even going to try to deny it. Yes. Fucking insane. Yeah, a bunch of crazy ones. I've heard it before. Not like this, though. Nothing like this type of dedication that comes over with just a year of just nonstop crap.
It's obsessive.
Yeah, it is. And she says,
Extremely.
I'm upset. Yeah. Oh, your obsession. My obsession with sending once a month a text that says, stop texting me because my head's ready to explode from the thousands of texts I get.
I got the answer, but you just don't want to listen to me. So
What's the answer?
You write her back and say, I see it your way. I want to give this another shot.
Are you out of your mind?
I want to give this another try.
Are you crazy?
She won't know how to handle that info. That's what you need to do.
No.
Let's give this another shot. I see it your way now. No.
No, I'm not saying that.
You don't want to have a little fun with this?
No.
She lives far away, at least, right?
Yeah, far enough away. Far enough away.
Although you did tell the story, she showed up in the driveway.
Yes, she did.
For the people who are just tuning into this
Yes,
story.
she did. There was one day it was like...
she was right out there, right in your driveway.
In the morning when I was leaving for work.
What did she want that day? And she drove all night to get there.
Just to talk for a minute. I was like, you got to leave the front of my house. You got to get out of here. And, reported that to the proper authorities. And it's like, get away from my house. And drove to work. It's like, no, you leave first. I want to watch you leave my premises. Oh, yeah. And then the texts, the voicemails that go on for the 4 minutes that the iPhone allows the voicemails to go on, and then it just continues again, 3 in a row, 4 in a row voicemails that are just saying the same thing over and over and over again. Oh, I just want to, I'm moving on with my life. Are you? If you want to move on with your life, move on! And stop texting me! Stop calling me.
The fuck does she want?
I have no idea. It's a wacky obsession thing that's going on. Just some kind of weird obsession thing that's going on. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Obviously, she's very happy in her life, has a boyfriend now, and she's moved on. So I get voicemails and texts anyway. I have no idea.
It's a weird way to move on.
It really is an odd way to move on, is to just not stop fucking texting me.
Everyone's saying I'm right. Totally right about that. Ask to see her again. She won't know how to handle that info.
That's the worst thing you could do. That is the worst thing a person can do. Oh, never.
That sucks, Ant.
Well, what are you going to know? What the fuck is one going to do? Right?
Yeah. All right.
Kind of stuck in that situation.
That's the update for everybody.
That's the update. I'm sure there'll be more. I'm certain there'll be more.
When do you think the next one will come in?
Could be during the show.
Yeah?
Oh, I've had those. During the show, could be.
Could you turn your phone on so the people could appreciate it out there?
Well, sometimes I get other texts that aren't her.
You should have a special sound for her text.
Yeah. I should do that. Now then, she'd think it was special. She'd think she was special.
Every time she texts, your phone just yells "cunt." All right, we'll take a break.
Yeah.
That's your update.
That's the update.
We got to clear the field because we got Scorch's PFG TV.
I want to hear this.
And Sam ran down the hall with this one, saying this could be the best one yet.
Yeah.
So stick around for some Scorch and some other things. Someone's got to be on the board that's different because the music's really loud.
What, Opie? What?
Really loud.
Couldn't hear you. The music was too loud.
Now it's too low. Can you turn it up a little bit? Too loud. Too loud.
Oh, that is.
Find a volume that you like and stick with it. Right about there? All right. Jim Norton went to the bathroom, and we're ready to do PFG TV with Scorch.
Hey, Scorch, PFG TV. It's pretty fucking good TV or something. Whatever the fuck it is.
By the way?
Yes, Anthony.
Luggage update? Still missing a bag.
So, really?
Still missing a fucking American Airlines bag, you prick motherfuckers.
Now, you came home about 4 days ago at this point, right?
Saturday.
S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y.
night. Yeah.
I like that Saturday song.
Saturday.
What's your favorite Saturday song?
Saturday.
Saturday.
I like the Bay City Rollers one you were doing.
Thank you, Jimmy.
S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y. Night. S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y. Night. Yeah.
They almost took out Kiss. You remember.
They did.
Tiger Beat Magazine.
You remember.
Woody from the Bay City Rollers versus Peter Criss.
It was a tough one. But Peter Criss, I think, nudged out the victory. Did they have another hit?
Yeah, they had a few big songs.
Yeah, name one.
I can't, but I mean...
Okay.
Could you Google Bay City Rollers?
Google it.
They did have more than one big song, though.
Hey, I noticed we got Scorch on the Apple TV today. And Jimmy's still not a fan of the Apple TV. I don't really understand why you're not using Apple TV yet. It's a great tool for the show, Jimmy.
I'm afraid that worms will crawl out of my Apple TV.
Oh, see, because an apple chip.
There goes that.
Apples, apple chips, the dried apples.
Apple
goes
chips.
What are some other big songs?
Saturday night.
This is terrible.
It's so bad.
You think so?
Yes, it's horrible.
La la la.
Oh, night.
The guys.
S-A-T-U-R D-A-Y.
The bass drum.
Night.
So bad. I like this part.
Saturday night.
His baby.
And
The fucking guy with a glory hole.
Hey, can we make a list today? I
Sure.
like making lists. The
Spanish, probably white, then black, then Asian.
Here's the question. Really,
What's the list? Is it tranny ethnicities your favorites? Yeah, sorry.
Here's the question, really fast. Is there a hit song for every day of the week?
Yes.
You got I don't like Monday, so let's do this real fast.
Manic Monday.
Monday.
So Monday's taken care of.
Monday's taken care of.
All
Moody
right.
Blues, Tuesday afternoon.
What about Tuesday's Gone, Leonard
Tuesday's
Skinner?
Gone with the Wind.
Is there another Tuesday song? Let's go. We're doing this really quickly. We don't have to spend all day on this.
There's no Thursday song.
Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesday.
We got Tuesday.
All right, we
Yeah.
got Tuesday.
How about
Tuesday
Wednesday?
Wednesday
There's
might be
no.
rough.
Wednesday.
Is there a Wednesday song?
How long are you going to listen to this song for? It's driving me nuts.
All right, we'll back up. Sunday, you got Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Any other Sundays?
That's all you need.
There's a band called Sundays. Saturday, you got the Saturday with the Bay City Rollers and Saturday Night Special by
Saturday Night Special is by 38 Special.
38 Special, was it? Or no, was it Leonard Skinner? Saturday Night Special, man.
Saturday Night Special.
Yeah, it's about the gun, right?
That's Skinner. All right.
So we got Sunday.
We got
Monday, Tuesday.
We got Friday.
What's the Friday one?
Well, fuck, Rebecca Black's got the
Oh,
Friday
God,
song.
Jesus.
Friday.
I would ask Eric to look up a Sunday Bloody Sunday, but he spells it S-U-N-D-A-E.
You fat fuck.
Give me a thumbs up.
Sunday Fudgy Sunday.
So now we just need Wednesday and Thursday. Now we need the people that really know music out
There's
there.
no Thursday.
And there's no Wednesday?
I think there was one Wednesday.
Partying, fun.
I was writing a Wednesday song, but it never went anywhere.
How'd it
Oh,
go?
really?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Hump day. Wednesday is a hump day. Really was not good. And there's no Thursday.
Friday, I'm in Love by The Cure just came in. There's a song called Wednesday Week by Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Get the fuck out of here.
They can just...
We want a song people know.
It is a song, though.
I think there's
Simon
a
and Garfunkel,
Thursday.
Wednesday morning, 3 a.m. I don't know that shit.
What about Thursday? I got Friday on my mind or something like that. That covers 2 days.
Thursday Child by David Bowie.
Thursday's Child, yeah.
I got a text from a fucking...
I just got a little,
giggling creep
thing there that came
We
out.
are the Goon Squad and we're coming to town. Beep, beep.
What the fuck?
That's David Bowie, Fashion.
Oh.
If you want to talk
Fashion.
Fashion!
I don't like that.
I
do like Modern Love, though.
Modern Love.
It's a good song.
I like his little dance he does when he's doing it.
I don't remember
on
the
stage
dance.
from the video. He just gets his arm going like this. It's almost like the Bruce Springsteen dance.
Or the best dance is fucking the Rickroll dance.
Oh, they're never going to give you
Dude, it's the greatest thing.
Little redheaded white idiot.
You ever see the one the guy Rickroll in the fucking Westboro Baptist Church? Do you ever saw a video?
Oh, yeah, I did see that, yeah.
He has a mohawk and he's just dancing with Rick. And he's like, you've been Rickrolled. It's so funny.
Do we need more Wednesday songs?
Yeah.
There are more Wednesdays?
I got a couple.
We
Not
might have a real
though.
one?
Well, there's Wednesday morning, 3 a.m. That's Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, can we hear that?
It's probably one of those real slow ones.
We got to recognize
It's
it.
Wednesday morning, 3 a.m. Right? Isn't that how this one goes?
Exactly. We're harmonizing Moe's.
I knew it.
There you go.
Oh, what a bunch
I've
of
never
fruits.
heard of this.
Well, my
Bag
favorite,
songs.
Lisa Loeb has a Wednesday song.
Oh.
I didn't even know, but it's
does.
waiting for Wednesday.
And we all know how
Wednesday.
much you like Lisa Loeb, Dan.
I like her brother Ears.
Oh, no. Is it Wednesday I put on my thick, dumb glasses?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes. Wednesday, I do a scat film. I think that was her big hit song.
This bit sucks because
It's a horrendous bit.
We're not going to get Wednesday or Thursday.
I told you.
Well, there's some Thursday stuff. There's Thursday Morning by the Hollies.
But it's got to be a song we
yeah.
all know.
Thursday's
We know that one, I
Child,
think.
David Bowie.
I don't know that.
Every day of the week is covered, though.
Yeah, it really is.
It has to be with a hit.
There's a song by Morphine. I don't know who that is, called Thursday.
Thursday.
No. See, they're trying to have the Thursday song. That's my point. People are trying to get the Wednesday and the Thursday song, and we still don't have it.
I was working on something for Thursday. It was
Were
called.
ya?
It was called Have a Beverage. It's almost Friday.
Yeah,
because it was
that's
like
good.
Thursday sounds almost like thirsty. That's all I had.
Jim Croce has a Thursday song.
My
Is
mouth.
there one for Bomb Day?
Wait, Jim,
Yeah, Wednesday today. How appropriate.
Jim Croce has a Thursday song.
Yeah, it's called. Sorry, I thought it was called "My Plane Is Going Down." It's Thursday. Yes, tell Otis Redding I said hello on Thursday.
Oh, Jesus.
And we're not talking about those songs that cover all days, like
Right.
Bill Haley, Happy Days.
Haley.
Stupid Bill.
Yeah.
All right, enough of this.
Oh.
That means bits over.
That's my Wednesday song.
Sam.
Yeah?
Sam.
PFG
Sam.
Enough with your fucking flannel shirts.
He really
Fucking
does enjoy.
stop it.
He does enjoy a good flannel.
Sick of him
doesn't
dressing
he?
like the fucking brawny towel guy. Really, fucking annoys me. You're not outdoorsy or woodsy. Fucking mama does your laundry.
He's stylish.
It's plaid. It's not flannel.
Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
All the boys are wearing it.
Stop dressing in patterns.
What do we got on Scorch?
He's back.
He's back and better than ever.
Scorch PFG TV.
I don't know where
PFG
I have a good picture
TV.
of Scorch up on there.
Oh yeah. Where's Scorch? Of course Scorch. We worked with him way back when up in Boston, and he's since gone on to do his own TV show. Well, it's a paid channel, and he pays for an infomercial.
He's a media mogul, sir.
Oh, really?
He's a media mogul.
I'm actually.
How did I miss that?
I think he's on a different channel now that's less people. He's not on the My channel anymore. That he was on
What?
the My Network in New
Wait,
Hampshire.
he's not on My Network anymore?
No.
But that was his, he had how many networks?
Well,
how many affiliates?
That's the problem. Like, now he's saying he's on a major... he's getting caught up in his lies because he has to lie about the new network.
Let's bring everyone up to speed, though. So he does a local show in New Hampshire, a little morning show, and now he decided he needs to be on TV as well. Yeah. So he got a public access show?
Public access
He started with a public access show, yeah.
But what happened when he was in a bar?
Yeah,
Well,
didn't he start the show from the bar?
That was the
once?
public access show. When he was in the bar.
Right.
That was the TV show in a bar.
Yeah.
In a bar.
And then last we left the people with the PFG TV, he was in a really nice TV studio.
Right. He started moving up the ranks of TV studios
Nice.
and then up to My Network. And then he kind of disappeared. Yeah. Remember, the last time we played a clip, it was when he said, I got something for those two people in New York, meaning you guys. Mm-hmm. Then he disappeared for a while.
Oh, God.
What happened to him?
Now he came back, except he's not in a TV studio anymore.
Well, what happened to the TV studio?
I don't know, but now he's back. He's in a bar.
But he's back. All right, wait. He's back in the bar.
Yeah, he's
and
in a
he's
bar.
not on the Mind TV network anymore?
No, he's on...
What happened there?
Is he on the web now only?
He is definitely on the web, and he appears to be on something called Retro TV.
What's
Retro TV?
I don't know, but I looked up the website, and they play, old TV shows. It seems like they take public access channels, and they put old TV shows on them.
Because no one's buying
Nobody's
the time.
watching it, yeah.
So is this a good move for him, going back to the bar?
No.
Well,
I wouldn't
let's
think
see.
so.
But I bet he spins it in a way where it's the best thing ever.
He does have his opinions on it, yeah. I mean, he seems to prefer it there, but I wouldn't think career-wise it makes a lot of sense.
Uh-huh.
All right. Can we roll this episode up on Apple TV just so we have a visual? It doesn't have to match up with the audio.
Let's
It will, though.
see.
Awful on both counts.
All right, let's get into this. Scorch, PFG TV. Jessica introduces what's coming up tonight on PFG TV.
All right.
Live from the PFG's Television Center at Michael's Pub in Tingsboro.
The television
center.
Yeah.
Television center at Michael's Pub in Pingsboro? What are you doing?
Well, wherever he goes, he said, what happened was, it's like a restaurant pub.
Yeah.
And there's a wall with a fireplace against it. And normally there'd be tables lined up for people to eat there. But instead they cleared out like 4 tables.
You know what? When you fucking have like a bar grill, a pub restaurant, fucking television studio has never been a part of bar pub.
Is the fire at least real behind him?
Oh, my
I'm looking
God.
at the visual
The
now.
fire does appear to be a real fire.
And when is he going to get a laptop from this century?
He looks like a crazy evangelist.
Well, if you notice, he's back to using like the little footstool for a table.
Wait, he's sitting at a footstool in front of a
Yeah.
fire. Oh, my God. What happened to the TV studio?
And why the horrible couch? What happened to the good couch he
And
used
the
to have?
graphics all behind him.
Right.
Nick Carpinelli, the guy on the couch, now appears to be the guy on the wicker love seat.
Yeah, it's like that's outdoor patio furniture.
All right,
Why is there a fire behind him?
I don't know.
What is he doing? He's dressed like fucking Crazy Eddie.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Live from the PFG's Television Center at Michael's Pub in Tingsboro, it's Scorch's PFG TV, presented by the New England Subaru dealers. I'm Jessica, and tonight joining Scorch in the living room is Nivea from Loca Photo, doing a sponsor spotlight. We'll talk to pro wrestling historian and show regular Sheldon Goldberg. Plus, we'll do weird news,
Sheldon
the
Goldberg.
appetizer, info on how you can be on the show, and our special musical guests on the Auburn Pit stage. It's the Brooklyns. Now, give it up. Here's Scorch.
Welcome once again to another fabulous episode of Scorch's PFG TV. Let us go to the living room. Come on in here. Yeah.
Now, you hear the applause.
Yeah. That's something I'm a little suspect of.
Yeah, that's being piped in.
Scorch has this photographer that he had on the show. He let the photographer take pictures. He doesn't go to. He learned from us, I think, when we pointed out that there were only a very few people at his old bar shows.
Yes.
He stopped doing audience shots. However, the photographer took a picture of the audience, and now through the magic of Apple TV,
Oh, we'll get to it.
I
Look
share
at
with
that.
you.
Oh, my God.
See,
How
you
come
can-
it sounded like...
Wow, they sound like there were hundreds of people there.
Yeah.
You can see Scorch right there in the corner by the fireplace.
I'm going to count for everybody. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 people. You
By
can
the way,
see.
the people sitting at the bar, that's the band that's performing later.
Oh, okay. So there are
there's
literally six people there to see Scorch.
Yeah.
And he made it
Six
sound
people.
like there are hundreds.
Can we hear
Did
the
you
applause
hear-
again?
I got to hear the applause again. Now that we know there are 6 people there.
Fabulous episode of Scorch's PFG TV. Let us go to the living room. Come on in here. Yeah.
Doesn't he have a following where they would
No.
show up for this?
No, he doesn't. No.
Oh, this is depressing.
He's in Manch Vegas. I mean,
I want to do his show.
although he did announce.
I said that. I would road trip in a second to do this.
He did announce that if you tell the restaurant in advance that you're going to the PFG taping, you give free appetizer while you watch the show.
That's not bad.
Oh, boy.
What kind of appetizers?
I mean, probably, definitely mozzarella sticks, something like that.
What about some of that calamari?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is New Hampshire. This is Manch Vegas, after all.
And what happens in Manch Vegas?
Stays in Manch Vegas.
Exactly.
That's right.
Especially broadcasts.
Yeah, it should.
You would do PFG TV?
In a second.
Because he does have comedians on from time to time.
In a second.
I would
road trip just to
interview,
do this. Let's Scorch talks about the PFG TV network, and Scorch and Nick do a little two-man comedy.
Little two-man back and forth.
Oh, man, welcome
Yeah,
to
it is.
Scorch's PFG TV, to all of the viewers in the whole PFG TV network. See, we can't even say this station or this station anymore because we're...
I love that he has no idea that this is not working. He's not faking
loves
this.
this.
No,
in
he's
his
not.
mind, he is as big as fucking Conan O'Brien
It's
and
fucking
Letterman
happening.
and Leno and the rest of them.
And he's like, look, this this is too big for me to even name the affiliates anymore.
Living the dream. They all said it wouldn't happen.
We're just nationwide.
That's my own late night TV show.
This guy wants to explain retro TV, just so we have the full picture. Vinny.
Hello, boys.
What's up?
Basically, when all of the TV channels went digital, they got extra channels. They have the regular channel, and then they got like an extra channel because they could fit more stuff into the bandwidth. And Retro TV and a couple of other companies offer shows literally just to fill that channel.
So the only way you can actually get Retro TV is if you don't have a cable box and if you have a converter for the rabbit ears, correct?
Well, there's a handful of cable companies that will carry like one or two of them. My local one carries Retro TV for my local channel, but yeah, pretty much you have to not have cable to not get this.
You can't get this with cable?
No, you have to have like the converter box for the rabbit ears.
Oh,
right.
my
The digital
God.
converter.
It gets worse.
For your rabbit ears.
So technically he's on more markets, but the only way you can get it is if you don't have cable.
Okay, so that's it right there, RTV.
You'd have to disconnect your cable to
Right.
receive the program.
And hook it up.
Worse.
Like a lot of people would say, most of the time you'd say, I have to get cable in order to get this. But you'd actually have to take it away in order to get this show.
Well, it's worth it. It's PFG TV.
Can Fios get it?
No. You're all mixed up. You'd have to have the Fios guy come in and actually take out the Fios and then replace it with nothing. And then you could get it.
Sorry. I said there's a remote chance you might have one or two.
I'm looking at the affiliate list for Retro TV.
Yeah.
Guys, we're in luck. There is an affiliate. There's an affiliate for our area.
Really?
Thank God.
Yes, it's WKOB-DT.
Oh, I watch that anyway.
Yeah, it's RF channel 2, virtual channel 42, or digital channel 43.1.
But you have to disconnect.
I don't know what
cable.
You'd have to have
need a Phillips head screwdriver.
You'd have to have a TV that gets channel 43.1.
And
It's a radio.
and how do I get RF channel 2?
Yeah, you'd have to have a switch.
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse.
In order to get RTV, you need to go out and buy a roll of official RTV tinfoil to wrap around your antenna.
What? What? You broke up.
Yeah, your phone
You broke
stinks.
up, dude. What?
All right, I'll try another joke.
Why don't you try one first?
Yeah, right. By another, you.
Yeah, you tell any more jokes, you're going to get the Stinkeroo trophy.
You can always have more than nothing. Good point.
God, we got to know when he does these tapings, so maybe some of our listeners can check it out.
Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
At where?
They have a
Mike's Bar.
All
I don't know where it is.
right, Vinny. Thank you.
I'm attempting to find the lineup, like the actual program.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, look at it. It's paid.
It's a lot of paid programming.
It's just a whole fucking schedule that says
when is
paid
this show
programming.
supposed to be on? Like what day?
There is no listing for when it's actually on television
Because
anymore.
it says paid programming.
If you go to pfg-tv.com, you can figure out when the tapings are, so you can head down with your loved ones, get a free app.
All right.
Why is there a fucking dash in it? It couldn't just be PFG TV.
No. That's probably taken by the other PFG TV. It's such
I
a
love the other
popular
shows
name.
that are on. Marcus Welby, I Spy, The Bold Ones, Emergency, Adam 12, Dragnet, The Incredible Hulk, Knight Rider, 18 Magnum PI, Simon & Simon, and The Rockford Files. This is a paper torn from a 1976 TV guide.
What channel is this on Cablevision?
It's the channel.
I don't think Cablevision or Fios carries this channel.
You mean I'd have to disconnect my cable?
This is the shit that like fucking TV Land said, ugh,
Yeah.
we ain't even playing this
No,
shit.
thank you. Nobody would
Adam
watch it.
12, Marcus Welby,
MD.
Leave It to Be, Daniel Boone, Peter Gunn, Robin Hood, the TV show from fucking forever ago.
Black Sheep Squadron.
Baba Black Sheep was good, but Black Sheep Squadron wasn't.
That's what happens when you prank call a sheep. You go, Baba Black Sheep.
Listen, I think we've given Scorch enough free plugs.
All right, let's get.
God,
Let's get into this. All right, here's another clip from PFG TV with Scorch, our old pal.
Oh, man, welcome to Scorch's PFG TV, to all of the viewers in the whole PFG TV network. See, we can't even say this station or this station anymore because we're growing each and every week. So now it is just the Scorch's PFG TV network. Yeah! Oh,
It's recorded, the applause.
my God, what an interesting week. Everybody, I talked to Nick a little while ago because everybody at the radio station's getting all nauseous and sick. I was out for a few days.
Why, was he screening this program?
I, too, am getting phlegmy.
I am getting phlegmy. It's all because of you guys, man.
And Nick, well, we haven't made out, though, in a long time. So
No, we all use the same microphone. And I want to address the theft that went on here at Michael's Pub over the last week. Apparently somebody broke in and stole the freaking flat.
Stole the audience.
Stole the crowd.
Someone stole the audience.
Stole any dignity that was in the place.
It's good, right?
It's not good.
Over the last week. Apparently somebody broke in and stole the freaking flat screen, man.
Oh, yeah, just so the people know, if you took our monitor from behind us, you scumbags, we need it back, please.
If you return it, there'll be no questions asked whatsoever.
The owner sold it to fucking pay the electric bill or
Listen,
something.
but wait, before you start again, go back a little, because that was a setup for a joke.
Oh,
and
shit.
I mean, this is the two-man comedy.
All right.
So,
Took our monitor from behind us, you scumbags, we need it back, please.
If you return it, there'll be no questions asked whatsoever.
Well, we'll ask a few questions.
Well, you're going to ask if they've...
Come on, let's be honest, but I'm going to ask you, like, what the hell, man? Why'd you take my TV, man? You know what I mean?
Wow. How do you have nothing planned?
what the hell, man? Why'd you take my TV? Know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
It's like someone should sit him down and go, look, I know that you think that you're going to mention a concept and something funny is going to show up.
Yeah.
But it's been proven that that's not going to happen. Think before you talk. Write a few thoughts down.
Know what I mean?
Create a funny question.
Something.
Well, there's going to be some questions asked. Okay, ball's in your court.
Some guys
where's my TV?
Some guys are improv guys. Like, they just prefer to kind of go out there and just kind of wing it. And
You tell them, Sam.
Jesus Christ.
That's where Scorch and Nick are just kind of an improv pair.
Criminy.
I love your loyalty to this guy that gave you your first break.
Yeah. Well, the thing about
That's
Scorch is
terrific.
everything I know about radio I learned from Scorch.
That's right.
Oh, cool.
Everything.
And this is how you pay him back. Weird news begins.
Weird news.
A bad edit cuts off the laugh track.
You know this song.
Weird news.
Yeah, I mean, whoever's editing Scorch's program. And by the way, I believe that the applause and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not done with a sound machine in house. It's
They're
done
edited
post.
in later.
Yeah,
in post, right?
And so now in Weird News, I guess they had to cut for time, or maybe they were awkward because they just cut in between every joke, and so they added a laugh track and then cut it off so they could.
All right, let's listen to this.
We have a whole busy show today, so why don't we get into things with our very first segment that we call Weird News, okay? Newport Beach, California, an off-duty police officer was arrested after he allegedly showed up to a massage parlor wearing his badge and gun and loudly demanding and I quote, frontal massage. When the girls in the parlor...
What is he doing? Was he doing a Letterman laugh there? Like a
I just love Jimmy's face.
Actually, I believe Scorch started doing that on the air before
Letterman.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I should have known that.
I mean, him and Dave borrow from each other. You know, they kind of
really
throw bits
do.
back and forth.
You can barely tell the difference between shows.
You know, guys, PEK28 on Twitter is right. Scorch is blowing up. You guys are just jealous of his 155 Twitter followers.
That is.
You see his audience.
Right,
some of them showed up.
You're right. You're right.
Logan Photo Studios, yes.
Is that his mom that showed up for the taping?
Maybe. She does live in the area.
Girls in the parlor refused to give it to him. He destroyed some furniture, then he stormed off in his car, his police car, which is stupid move number 2. And how did he get caught? Because he was in his police car. And remember I said he was wearing his gun and his badge?
Yes.
That's all he had on. This guy had his badge pinned to his chest, and he had his gun around his waist. Bloomington, Illinois.
No, he didn't.
Did you hear the crowd start laughing, though?
It's fucking mind-boggling.
Yes, that's why we do this.
This it's either the worst show I've ever heard or the greatest thing ever brought to a television screen that no one can get.
No, it's either the worst thing anyone's ever done or whatever would be one level below that. Can we hear that laugh again?
Weird news. Yeah, let me hear his joke. Into the laugh. Yeah, that song is great. Into
Right,
the
so
laugh.
He was wearing his gun and his badge.
Yes.
That's all he had on. This guy had his badge pinned to his chest, and he had his gun around his waist. Bloomington, Illinois.
It's the Rupert Pupkin fucking laughing. Like when he's down in his basement.
The problem is that the PFG's TV seems to be getting more and more into Rupert Pumpkin area.
Yes.
Like, you think it started there and then kind of...
No, now with this, those are canned laughs from like an old 50s sitcom.
But was he going for a joke?
Marcus Welby.
With the
or
badge?
something.
Yes, he was.
All he had was a badge.
I
and a
believe
gun
he.
on?
I believe he made that up. That was his humorous
That's
anecdote.
not the story.
He made that noise. Did you hear that? Like the laugh, like to lead everybody like. Exactly.
And you also have to realize that he is pausing after his jokes because he knows he's going to add a laugh track later.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's hear that just so we can get... I'm fascinated with the editing process.
Wearing his gun and his badge.
Yes.
That's all he had on. This guy had his badge pinned to his chest, and he had his gun around his waist. Bloomington, Illinois.
You hear like some girl screaming. She's laughing so hard in the
But
background.
they had to cut it quick to get to the next story.
Yeah, but they all shut up real fast.
Any cancer kids this week?
Not this week.
No.
You mean a cancer kid that he said was a growth on his back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Real nice, Scorch.
The greatest Scorch line ever.
My name is Rupert Pumpkin. Oh, God.
More weird news.
Finally, in Middleton, Massachusetts, a robber had an ironic end to a recent burglary. This is a great story. 23-year-old Eric Holman allegedly tried to rob the JC Grill and Convenience Store.
What happened?
Eric, if you're watching this show... He tried to leave the store. This 55-year-old guy tripped him with his wooden leg, right?
Oh, my God.
And then he held the guy down on the ground till the cops arrived. It's funny thing, the older the guy had a very good sense of humor about everything. When the cops showed up, they said, "What are you laughing at?" And he said, "Now this guy, just like me, doesn't have a leg to stand on." So there you go. And that, my friends, is today's installment of Weird News. Thank you very much.
I like how they laughed midway through.
Yeah, they left the setup.
Yeah,
The You Are an Idiot song. Well, they were laughing at the You Are an Idiot song, which is a Scorch favorite. You have any idea how often he played that song on the radio?
Really, a lot?
It's a staple.
He loves
it. A benchmark?
It's a benchmark. It's a Scorch benchmark.
The way the audience just started cracking up right at the end of that song.
Right.
Not as it was playing.
And it was also, he knew in his head, I'm sure he wrote that he's going to add that in post. Because he looked at the camera and it was ready immediately for the You Are an Idiot song.
Right.
And then, boom, the audience picks up. Good thing there's 2 tracks for sound effects.
So, now, does he have the radio show?
Oh, yeah, he's rocking afternoons in Manchester.
What time's he doing?
3 to 7.
What does he do?
Well, he does a brain cell stimulator. Which, again,
I can't take anything seriously.
That's another benchmark, which he's been doing since the morning days in Syracuse.
Yeah, mornings in Syracuse.
So he's been moving up in the radio world.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Syracuse, New Hampshire.
Weird news.
Technically down.
Can't get it out of my head.
And plus, he went from mornings to afternoon. Like you guys are afternoons, and then mornings. He did the reverse and went slightly lower in terms of markets.
Steven S. from Bayshore makes a very valid point on the instant feedback. Yes, we still have the instant feedback. Hey, Ope, how can you mock? Scorch's show is the lead-in for Nanny and the Professor.
Nanny and the Professor. Steve's in a great mood today. I don't know why, but Steve S. from Bayshore, just in a great mood today. Must be a special day.
You know what I mean?
He wrote that with a boner.
Oh, of course he did.
He's got a boner all day today.
Yes.
Scorch and Nick interrupt the sponsor break for a little more improv comedy.
Oh.
2-man comedy.
I love the way they work off of each other.
Because, the sponsor break is when Scorch, because at Scorch doesn't take commercial breaks because his sponsors are like part of the family.
Right, so it's not a commercial break.
No, and it's also because it's paid programming, so there wouldn't be any commercial breaks.
Why would there be?
They couldn't be.
Here comes the comedy in 3, 2, 1.
Love, it is what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Feel free to change
Listen to the
I have an itch
clapping.
tonight.
Is it a constant itch?
I have an itchy eyebrow. What does that mean?
Dry skin, you need some kind of solve?
Solve? Did you say solve?
I said solve.
I'm talking bloomers. You asked me how old I am, and you said solve?
All right. I meant
And
to
is-
say,
and isn't
I
the
meant
word
to say
solve-
pain-reducing cream.
Isn't the word solve?
Yeah, well, okay, whatever. curve, whatever.
Solve. Hey, Granny, you got some of that solve? Oh, that's right. We're doing a sponsor break. Sorry, paying sponsors. Auburn Pitts. Let's hear it for Auburn Pitts. You know what I mean?
Wow, it's just this is something. This is like watching Eraserhead. It really is. I can't quite wrap my mind around.
If Eraser was dick.
I can't get over the fact that he has no fucking clue that none of this is working.
And what's great is that
that's the brilliance of this whole thing.
This thing has become more and more of a scam because he does less and less stuff that's associated with actual show content and more that's just sponsored.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should we take the Mob Wives?
Yeah, in 20 minutes, yeah.
All right.
Show did fucking 2.5 million people last night, I think.
I didn't watch the show, though. So
I didn't either, but
feel-
isn't Sammy the Bull's daughter? Yeah.
All I heard was
All right, we'll do a
that
little
it's very,
something.
people are very, some Staten Islanders were very insulted.
Okay, we'll figure something out.
Very
We're not
insulted
prepared
by
to have
the
the Mob Wives in, but we'll do something.
We'll take them and we'll be nice to them.
Yeah, the show's big, so.
Show them Apple TV.
Did big numbers with VH1.
Some a load of shit fucking
Yeah,
picture. That
tell
he
Ron
put.
we'll do the Mob Wives. We'll finish the show up with those broads. But right now, Scorch, PFG TV. Scorch interviews someone from Loca Photo.
Yeah, it's a Loca Photo.
Loca Photo.
That's the who took this picture that we're looking at on Apple TV of his studio audience.
His studio/pub audience.
Right.
Yeah, she's a sponsor, and I guess she paid enough to get an interview on the show. But the reason I pulled this is not because it's not an interesting clip, but you have to listen closely because you can hear the few people in the bar just milling about and talking.
Well, why aren't they paying attention and ready to applaud so loudly like they have been in the past?
And the visual that goes along with this is Scorch. For some reason, they left the full body shot of Scorch on as opposed to switching to a different camera angle. And you can see his hand waving people saying, stop talking, stop talking. We can hear you talking.
Fucking way.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
You know what?
That's fantastic.
I went to a Jimmy Fallon taping once, and then we were fortunate enough to be on the show, and Jimmy does the same stuff.
Does he?
Yeah, man. People are talking to the audience, and you see him like trying to hush the people down.
Does he do it in a pub?
With six people in it?
Or is it when Lorne Michaels is getting him De Niro? Who's about to talk? Is it when Jimmy's interviewing the fucking lady who takes the pictures?
All I'm saying is not only Scorch this happens to.
How much
Scorch is
the rest of the big night?
Again, Scorch the innovator.
How much did De Niro have to pay for his sponsor break?
Yes,
Exactly.
sponsor break.
What did Scorch do? We're looking for somebody with a clit and a Polaroid camera. Good one.
Yeah, so let's talk about Loca Photo because I love, as we said before, I love what you do. You've taken photography and you've made just everything you touch seems to make like beautiful work. Why photography? How long? What brought you into the world?
Oh my God, he can't even fucking.
You can't.
What is he doing? He's stumbling.
She's a photographer.
There's no one that can really make photography better.
Why photography?
It's just become its own thing at this point. We all have phones that just take great pictures now.
But he's not asking Annie Leibovitz a question about shooting the queen without her fucking hat.
Right.
Jesus Christ, you stammering idiot. Some fucking lady whose name is probably Dolores.
Why the you take a picture of the work, blah, blah, blah.
Everything you touch, you make
beautiful? Why if it's a picture? Well, I'm starstruck.
So are we going to see him wave off?
I can't believe I'm talking to you. It's just amazing. You know, there's like #1 photography girl in Manchester.
He talks like fucking Rocky 2 when he was doing the fucking read for the commercials.
Right. I can't
Okay, now
believe what a big get for the
watch
show.
his right hand.
Okay.
Look at Penny Marshall. He's interviewing.
See, look at the
Penny
microphone
Marshall
too.
on my couch, but it's not because she. It's just what the fuck.
Can we hear that question again?
Seems to make like beautiful, just beautiful work. Why photography? How long? Like, what brought you into the world of photography?
Well, as I was a little girl, I always enjoy going, whenever I go to my aunt's house, I would always grab the album, and it was such a thrill to go through the pictures, and I really enjoy it.
Holy
It's one of the
shit.
Did you hear the voices?
It's one of the
Yeah.
Mondo topless girls.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But what a horrible question, and remarkably, an even worse answer.
Yeah.
I'd like to go through my...
Oh, he's starting to wave. Hey, keep quiet.
Put me down. This is my,
quiet in the corner.
This is my exclusive interview with the camera girl.
Keep it quiet.
My aunt's photo album.
I grabbed her album.
When
As
they
a little girl, my uncle would take the photos of me without any of my clothes on.
And look at my aunt's photo album, and we saw when everybody was fleeing the Nazis.
That's all you got on this? I want to hear this whole interview now.
Oh,
Look,
God.
because all they're doing is talking about photography.
The thing about PFG TV
Got it right
is
there.
Sure, like on my Kodak 110 with the flash bar. We got to do a nostalgia show someday. What makes a good photographer?
Well,
Equipment does, right?
well, hold this and tell me.
It's a shotgun.
Is this your regular point-and-shoot camera?
Well, no, but I like it because I can see myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Well,
audience.
you have to have the...
Yeah, that's the real audience.
Wow, that was a little extreme.
Please do not develop any of
Pause
those.
that
I'm
real
surprised
quick.
it's still in one
Delete.
piece.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Nick just said, please do not develop any of those, as if he was holding a film
A
camera.
film camera, first of all.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on Nick's gem.
Secondly, he didn't even take pictures. He was going with his mouth. And the last one he did, he pointed toward his crotch. Where was the guffaws, the laughter from the audience that was laughing at everything earlier?
This was more of a subtle humor type of deal.
Can I say honestly, it could be the worst clip I've ever seen on television.
Just that one little bit?
It was just devoid of anything. Can we please play that again? I'm begging.
Yeah. I gotta hear that.
It was so...
I like it because I can see myself.
She gives
I
him
really
the camera.
enjoy it. So,
He plays with it.
7 to 8 years ago, I started doing some photography for my husband. He was in a band. And I was just doing freebies at a time, and I upgraded gears, and I'm pretty geared up right now. So.
Nice, good for you. Now here's a good question, okay? Honestly, think about this. What makes a photographer a photographer? Because honestly, I couldn't take a picture like
Question
that.
you
I
question.
We got ripped off.
What makes a photographer a photographer?
You gypped us of a good
What
question.
makes a mechanic a mechanic?
Well, by the way, you guys are prepared for the mob wives?
Yeah.
Maybe when they come in. So what makes a mob wife a mob wife?
A mob wife, a mob wife.
The fuck you! What makes a photographer? I don't know. When you look at something and you see it, that makes you have eyes.
Yeah,
if you have a camera, you're a photographer.
And she's not a good photographer. She's stuck in Manchester. That's not where the good photographers are hanging out.
She's so good that she's doing gigs for Scorch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Go
Been
back.
exposing his
Slightly.
tiny little audience.
Tough because a little is a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just
Kodak 110 with the flash bar.
Yeah.
We got to do a nostalgia show someday. What makes a good photographer?
Well,
Equipment does, right?
well, hold this and tell me. What do you think? Is this your regular point-and-shoot camera?
Well, no, but I like it because I can see myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to have the... Wow, that was a little extreme.
Please do not develop any of those. I'm surprised it's still in one
Delete.
piece.
The lens is like,
You know what? I'm going to answer your question for her.
Holy shit.
I think it's the eye. I think it's the eye has everything to do with it.
The eye
And the
definitely
camera
has
hasn't
A
turned
steady
towards him
hand.
at all.
a steady hand.
No.
But you also have to
Don't
know
see
what
his
is
shoulder.
good subject matter,
You
right?
have
Next
to know
shoulder.
That's the eye.
your thing. I mean, I do my work
steady
online.
hand.
I keep myself in touch
It's
with the world,
insightful.
but I have to upgrade gears every
Well,
once in a
it's in
while, so we
focus.
do.
It's like RBI
I mean,
right
this
now.
is a
Rob Bennington interview.
$2,500.
As long as I like how it's like,
Yeah, with a steady hand. You don't want shaky pictures. Blurry.
The best is all you see is Nick's fucking dumb hush puppy sticking in.
They refused to put him in the shot.
No, Scorch probably requested that Nick not be in the shot.
When all they had to do is move the camera over because there's
No,
too much room to
yeah.
the left of Scorch that has nothing in frame.
No, I want to be. It's a solo one-on-one interview. I'd rather not have Nick in the shot. I want the two-shot. Well, all right. Well, you can put his shoulder in.
She's not riveting.
oh wow.
She looks like the bassist from The Way Out.
He said, "What makes a photographer a photographer?" And she said, "Look, it's a camera."
Look, a
and
camera.
she handed him a camera.
Yeah, steady hand, I would say. So a finger so you can press the button. Yeah. Does that make it?
Need a flash when you get dark.
The flash if it's dark out. I know all the things about photography.
Tripod.
Tripod for those shots where you need a tripod.
Steady hand or tripod.
We got a few more clips before the mob wives come in. So we got Scorch talking about how great his new venue is, which is this crappy bar.
Yeah, you said that he always tends to look on the positive.
Oh boy, does he!
We
can learn from Scorch as far as looking at the positive.
I think Scorch is one of those guys who practices the secret and power positive thinking, and things like that, and puts himself where he wants. He visualized himself in this pub.
Oh yeah,
If something bad happens, he doesn't even see it that way.
Nothing
He
bad's
turns
ever
it around.
happened.
It's good.
Before we get into our next segment, I want to talk about where we tape the show now. This is the living room. We felt so genericized, if you can use that word. Everything was so generic and sterile.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Everything was so, I mean, the TV studios were nice, mind you. I'm not going to say the TV studios weren't nice. But you know what? We came into this place. We tape at Michael's Pub. It's on 113 in Tingsboro, Massachusetts. It's 147 Frost Road.
Television City.
Michael's Pub actually set aside a special place just for
downtown
us.
Burbank.
And this is what we call it's 3A. Excuse
3A,
me.
not
Excuse me.
113.
My bad. My bad. See, it's a bar. I'm allowed to drink when I tape the show now. But what's on 113 then? Am I taping another show there?
No. 113
please, no.
is probably that bar you don't remember DJing at.
Oh, okay. Michael's Pub gave us this beautiful living room. And even in the middle of the summer when the fire is going and I'm schwitzing like an SOB, you know what? It's still going to be a beautiful place.
They didn't give him a living room. They just moved some tables.
It's not a living room.
He's facing the bar.
It's a bar. There are probably normally just tables there and chairs.
Let me put up the picture again.
And like there's a bar 6 feet from his face, and they gave him this beautiful living room.
Look,
that's the most.
There's no living room there.
It's got a fireplace.
You can see they just pushed some tables aside.
Yeah.
Boy,
he sure knows how to spin.
Wow. Scorch introduces a new segment. The appetizer.
The appetizer.
By the way, most people would think, oh, maybe he's going to be talking about different iPhone apps.
Right.
He just talks about his app.
Oh, the
in
one
this
that
segment.
has, 500,000?
Where you want to talk about a spin?
Oh, okay.
There's been a few more downloads since we last night.
Oh, good.
And we couldn't find any proof that anyone has actually ever downloaded his app.
Yes.
Well, there is proof that at least 3 Anthony Sam Travis have downloaded.
3 people have downloaded his app.
Now, you know what I want to do? I want to do this segment that we call the appetizer. Because Scorch's PFGTV, we've made it into the future. We have a phone app now that, as of this taping of this show, has been downloaded 741,232 times.
What? He's got the exact number.
Come on!
Over 700,000 times.
But he's got the exact, to the 2.
To the number.
Yeah.
Holy
Not to the 10, not to the 100, to the single number. He just got the statistics before they went to shoot.
One more person downloaded it right before they went on air, and he's like,
make that a 2.
Better be accurate.
Turn it into a 2.
Now, on the appetizer, we've got a lot of cool things. For instance, we have the show.
You know, Danny,
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Your app should be accurate to your Twitter at the very
Well, I
least.
mean, it should be.
What do you mean?
You should be able to see some metrics.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
He's
The
got
numbers don't lie.
Yeah, let's
How many
see.
followers does he have?
Scorch, and this is at Scorch. Well, he's going to get more now. So at Scorch PFG.
Pretty fucking good.
He's got about 155 followers.
All right. So
About or exactly?
Exactly 155 followers.
So 155 followers on Twitter, yet
700,000 plus.
Well, he's not a Twitter guy. He's
app
a TV
downloads.
app guy.
that is true.
He's too busy taping these shows to be on
All
Twitter.
right. Fair
He's
enough.
like an app guy.
We have the weekly show that we tape, and you see it. It's on the appetizer. Now, it's on the app itself, I mean. Now, if you already have the app, erase it,
everyone does.
re-download it, and register. Because now we have alerts. And you can actually get alerts, so we'll be telling you certain things. For instance, we'll say for the next 5 people that come out to the TV tape, we want to give you a free dinner at Michael's Pub in Tingsboro, something like that. You know what I mean?
Tingsboro.
Yeah, Tingsboro. Yeah.
You get a free app at Michael's Pub in Tingsboro. Know what I mean?
He is amazing.
Well, we have 2 more clips, but we have Mob Wives. What do we do?
Do Mob Wives, then go back to the clips.
Or you could just do the 2 clips, then they'll come in, and boom, what an hour.
And boom. Scorch talks about the app and the pub
5 minutes.
crawl. The scam is made clear. What do you mean the scam is made clear?
Well, you know how Scorch always has an ulterior motive?
Yeah.
And the ulterior motive is usually to scam people out of some cash and not give any to Nick.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming, but it's a pretty safe
You've
assumption.
seen it before.
Yeah. Well, he lets the cat out of the bag. The pub crawl is not a charity thing now that it's associated with the app.
Also on the app now, we've got a fun and games section. You know what I mean? Where you can actually go on and play certain games like online beer pong.
Nice.
Which is nice. You know what I mean?
Angry viewer.
Yeah. Also, we've got PFG Radio. Now, PFG Radio, this is the kicker right here. Bands that get on the pub crawl. You buy onto the pub crawl, you support yourselves and invest in yourselves, you support us. It's only $10 a week. You get on for at least 2 months, you get some tunes on PFG Radio. I'll tell you, we're adding 3 bands by the time this show airs. There's going to be 3 more bands on PFG Radio. Yeah, literally, that's picking up nice. And mind you, not to like try to encourage you or try to sway you one way or the other, but bands that get involved in this for PFG Radio, we work in radio and television. Do you know how many industry type people are at PFG, at the app, checking out PFG Radio? So you never know who can see and hear about your stuff, you know what I mean? So.
But I have to add,
Industry people.
he believes all this.
Does he really?
Yes.
He also,
Yes.
he just threw a few numbers out there. He said $10 a week, you get on for 2 months. But that means he charges them $10 a week for 2 months.
For 2 months.
There's a minimum buy. It's an $80 buy.
It's
for 2 months.
$80 to get on the pub crawl.
This guy loves trying to get
Scamming.
money
He
out of
loves nickel and diming.
And then he
people.
tells people that they're investing in themselves because industry people have the PFG app
Do you
and
know
are
how
listening
many
to...
industry
Sam,
people?
put up a picture of all those industry people in that book.
Okay.
Do you know how many industry people
Actually,
download the app?
I want to try to figure out which person is the industry
a few
person.
industry people went down to check out the taping. We'll just throw it up on Apple TV right now, and there they are. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? They're right there. It's the 2 in the front because those are the older. Usually, older people are in charge
Yeah,
of
they're the
those
industry
industries.
people.
So it's probably the gray-haired women sitting down in the front with a free appetizer.
We have one more clip. Scorch brings on a wrestling historian, and they promote their revolutionary new concept.
This is big for PFG.
This is it. The last one for today. Scorch on PFG TV.
Now, we were talking about
Sheldon
the outdoor
Goldberg.
thing, and we're going to jump right into it. Okay. Michael's Pub, just like Auburn Pits, because we're going to do it both places. Right. Myself and Sheldon, or let's do it this way, Sheldon and me, because he's actually a big important portion of this, we came up with this concept. And don't try to steal it now, because it's trademarked. I spent the money to do that. I ain't a fool.
He's lying.
We're doing a thing that we're calling Bar Wars. You know what I mean? And we're going to do a brand new concept.
Lucas
We're
might
going
have
to
a
bring
problem
like
with that.
literally 4 bout wrestling matches to bars, and we're going to have like a wrestling match and a drink special and a bar special, a food special, and we're going to bring
Bar Wars.
Yeah.
You and I teamed up here, you know.
No question.
It's going to be long overdue for one.
Yep.
What? He's having some wrestlers wrestle in a bar and combining it with drink specials to create Bar Wars.
Bar Wars.
There's already a Bar Wars?
Yeah, it's not his Bar Wars.
Yeah, look. Bar
Yeah, but he
Wars.
trademarked it. He paid for it.
But wait, somebody else has
Yeah, but
Bar
this
Wars.
website has obviously been here since 1996.
Wait a minute. That says Bar Wars LLC.
Oh, boy.
That means there has to
Bar
be
Wars,
paperwork.
It's a corporation.
Oh, shit.
This website has frames, bitch.
I already got that. Wait a minute.
I
did trademark.
Unfortunately, we got to cut this off because we got the Mob Wives coming.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they watch PFG
But that was a
TV.
terrific PFG TV.
Wow.
Yeah, I
that
gotta
is
take a
so
quick
goddamn
look, too.
good.
Isn't it great that they're back in a bar where they should be?
Yes, in the living room, in the bar.
A lot of people going, hey, rewind, listen to the applause. It ends abruptly. How do you get hundreds of people to stop clapping all at once?
I know, it's crazy.
Thank
Hey,
you,
birds
Vanilla
of a
Thunder.
feather. Birds of a feather.
So, all right. We love the Scorch. We're going to take a break. Mob Wives next. Stay there.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM, the virus.
Got the Mob Wives outside the studio, and it sounds like at any moment they're going to fight. Jimmy and I just walked by them, and they were kind of,
let's bring him in.
they were kind of, I don't know, bitching towards each other. Let's bring them in, yeah.
Bring him in.
Yeah, bring in these roots.
Mob Wives is on Sundays at 8 p.m. on VH1. Had a great premiere,
massive.
I guess, right? A few mil.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
ladies!
yeah. People love it.
Mob Wives!
We're gonna have
There they are.
two here,
Hi,
and we can have
girls.
two down there.
I like you guys.
Thank you. How you doing?
Yeah, there
Oh,
they
that's
are.
good to know. The Mob Wives in studio.
Ladies,
Two here.
ladies.
You guys were going at it a little bit outside the studio, or is that just normal talk for you guys?
That's normal.
That was normal talk?
We're going at it just now.
A little bit. That's how you roll.
Yeah, grab a mic over there.
Is she a mob wife?
Yeah, grab a mic.
No mob wife.
No.
A handler?
Oh my God.
Handler.
Got your hands full?
Hello?
Yeah.
It's not staying.
Yeah.
Hold on, the mic, thank you.
Oh, boy.
Look at that.
Everyone's got to introduce
No, we never
themselves.
Yes, please.
Because I don't know the show yet.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't know we were going to have you
You're
in.
serious right now?
Yeah, I'm serious.
believe him.
We're going to on right now.
We'll talk.
You
to you.
believe
We'll
him?
talk to
Renee
you.
said you got to watch it or else. I don't get it.
You believe him?
Yeah, didn't you get my message that I sent?
Exactly.
Put a message out on the street. You got to watch Mob Wives or else.
A lot of people did. Man.
Yeah, 2.2
really,
million.
Had a lot of viewers.
2.2.
Why don't we, wait,
Kicking ass.
let's get an intro. Who's who?
I'm Renee Graziano.
Hi.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Watch out for her.
I'm Drita Diavanzo.
Yeah.
Who's
I'm Karen Gravano.
And I'm Paula Fasciolo.
My crime? No.
Wow. I got to say, really busting apart those Italian stereotypes.
Yeah.
Like I give a shit. I'm Italian too.
I'm amazed
Doesn't
that they
matter to
can do
me.
it.
I
We
love
want
that
to
shit.
talk to you because it's amazing to me.
Italian. Everyone says that. I'm sorry.
How can you guys?
Really?
How can they do the show like this now? Like, can you imagine doing a mob show called Mob like 25 years ago? What happened? Was it your dad? You think flipping and being okay that just turned the whole tide of people being silent?
Why? Because everyone's cooperating now. It's like the new thing.
No, what is it?
He wasn't the first person.
He
But
wasn't
I
the
think,
first person, so I'm sorry.
yeah, he's talking to me. See how she
I'm
gets
getting defensive right now.
But you should. I'm actually just curious. I don't.
No, I think that it's just, so many people have after him, and this lifestyle has been put so much out there that, yes, the code has been broken so many times. But the reason why we decided to do this show is about the women. We're not talking about the men. We don't talk about, sometimes we don't talk about their lifestyle. So,
right.
So what's
so to
the
speak.
what is
About
there?
us.
What do you girls talk about then? As being mob girls, what do you talk about?
Mob wives?
Yeah, mob wives.
We basically, we're exposing ourselves to other people to let everyone in this world know that we're as normal as the next person. We just have been hit with time. Where, the men do the crime, but we basically do the time. That's the point. And we wanted to show how even though it might not be normal.
Yeah.
Like, they're looking at you like normal.
No, listen, I'm sorry, but if you go in every household, somebody in a family member has been put in
probably,
jail.
sure.
So you know what? We don't.
It's also annoying to always like watch things, and like I know when I sit back and I watch something, I'm like, what you looking at? I'm thinking, you know what the kids are doing right now?
Do you spit on your own floors?
Who spit on you?
Someone spit on. They spit on their floors.
No.
Come on, you have a secret,
Oh,
fellas?
I'm like, this is over our head. We're like, what?
Where you been? Where you been? Ever seen the Goodfellas?
Are you saying she spit on the floors?
When you watch movies, mob movies, do you look and go like, that's bullshit, or that's pretty
No, it's
accurate?
great, but that's the point. You don't see the women, you don't see the kids' pain. You don't see anything but the men.
Well, we saw a lot of Marie. Saw a lot of Marie and and she with the makeup and all that. And
I think that Goodfellas actually really kind of touched on the female perspective.
Yeah.
I definitely think that it did. And I guess what we're doing is really now, that's a movie, and we're giving you real life.
Right.
And you haven't seen the show, but I can clearly say in the preview, my son's father my ex-husband happens to get arrested during everything. So
he gets pinched. Why are you toning it down now? She says arrested.
Damn.
Come on, let's do it. That's how we live. You don't know what it's like. You wake up, you don't know what's happening.
Right. It's a Thursday morning, 5 a.m. It's like, the phone goes off, get bail. Like, you automatically know. At 5 a.m. on a Thursday, if you get a phone call, you better go put your house up. You better call who you got to call, because we know what it is.
was it something bad?
Actually, he was charged with
Tune in.
Yeah.
Apple. Do we get to say Apple in this? Apple.
That's why I was actually like, was it something? I was just like, was it something?
Yeah, well.
They mentioned several different things, but.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
now, what do you say? Because I was listening to the news and I heard a little controversy. Some women from Staten Island a little upset about you girls.
Get over it.
And the show.
Are you fucking sick? Like, why are you taking it so personal? Because we live there.
Yeah, we're not
sick.
we're putting our stories out there. We're not trying to destroy Staten Island and making a stereotype. Listen, people judge us anyway because of the lifestyle that we're associated with. But we just feel like, listen, people are going to judge us regardless, and we're just doing us. We're just going out there
and we're not knocking women. What these women need to realize, we're saying women are strong. So the women that are mad, women that you're saying, wow, finally, women are standing up for women in a different aspect.
People are coming into our homes, nobody else's homes. They're coming into our lives, our homes. So why is anybody else mad?
Do you kind of look at it though and thinking people are looking at you going like, you know what's going on? Why were you sticking around? Why would you?
They always say that.
Yeah. So why do you knowing that lifestyle is illegal and
because it's
whatnot?
what we're used to. Like
so
on my case,
about to leave my father because he went to jail. What kind of woman would my mother be?
No one's ever fell in love with
Listen, for me,
I'm saying, is there a moral issue there where you would have to say, like, I know what this life is. I know what this lifestyle is. I don't want to be a part of it. And if I do want to be a part of it, then I have to live with all the bullshit that comes along with it.
That's everybody's safe, so you'll have to
Can I talk?
Yeah.
Can I say this one?
Karen, go ahead.
For me,
your father did. You might as well.
Right. I'm gonna wait till See, I don't have people talk about my father, so we're going to have to be, kind of thread water on that subject. But anyways, so I just feel like people definitely have to look at us for what we're doing. Like, I seen what that lifestyle is, and I made my mistakes myself. Like, I did my own dirt, so I'm moving past it. If you don't learn from your mistakes and move forward.
Were you scared? I wanted to ask you, when the whole thing happened, I mean, I know family members are kind of off limits, but were you afraid, like, when it was all on the paper and everybody knew what was going on, were you afraid, like, wow, he's going to be killed? Or, like, you start thinking, like, this person I love is going to be
I think that comes with the territory, regardless. I always thought about it. Listen, when I was 10 years old, my people were passing away and people were getting killed in that lifestyle. You know what I mean? When I turn on the news and I see my uncle's car blow up, it's just something that it comes with that world. So I was always, conscious of that.
Family members been killed over all that. So
really?
Yeah.
Your husband could die in jail any day.
Right.
Is it hard for you guys?
Let's just clarify one other thing. You sign up for the Army, there's no proof you're coming home neither.
Right.
So let's not just pick on that world, because there's people die every day in all different types of ways. So I'm not going to say.
But it's the criminal element of it that makes people go hey, this is,
I'm not glorifying. I'm not glorifying this lifestyle.
People would say that you are and stuff. I wouldn't. I don't give a shit.
Well, you know what? Tell them to stay tuned all 10 episodes and see if I'm glorifying.
But that's a legit question, though. Like, is it hard? Because we don't live that life in that world. So is it hard if you love somebody and you know they did A, B, and C? Is it hard?
Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something. The worst thing in the world I did was I was only married 3 weeks. My husband got pinched. 3 weeks marriage. 8 years he gets. I'm in court. I'm hearing about everything he did in his past that I don't fucking know about. He never told me. I don't know, the misconception is these people think they go home, you lay down with your wife in bed and go, listen to this. No. You don't talk to your wife like that. It's, hey, what are we eating? It's a different person in the home. You close the door, outside.
So you hear about all this.
I really wanted to
So now, and after only a short time of marriage, was there still a loyalty there?
With him?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I was dating him before we got married.
Okay, so now why was there ever in your head like, let me just get the fuck away from this?
Yeah.
Yeah. But now why didn't you?
She has children. It's loyalty to your kids and stuff like that. I mean,
also, that's a very good point, Karen, because my oldest daughter, what I have to go through now is you try to explain to any child, especially a very intelligent one, what her father did is not so bad. Sure, it's bad. How are you going to choose your words correctly? This kid will have it embedded in their head forever. So I have to sit there and talk about her father to her and be really careful, kind of like I'm on a stand.
But she's gonna, but at some point she's going to be able to find out everything on the internet and everything else.
That I found doing this show, I sat back is the right thing to do for so long. And I was like, you know what? She could Google his name. All she's going to hear is what she's going to hear. And you know the press doesn't always tell the truth. Let's not get crazy.
Please.
But at the same time, I can sit on this show and tell her who her father really is as a father, as a husband. She can maybe hear a good thing for once.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree. When is he getting out?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the big question.
During the show, it's a big question because it was a lot later than I thought.
A lot later than you thought.
Is it hard to stay faithful? Like, I mean, is it hard when someone's away for 7-8 years?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Of course. Are you kidding me? But you want to know something? Everybody asks that question. Is it hard to stay faithful?
That's a good question.
But at the same time, like, look, what time do you have? I know. I always had a job. I was always working. I had my girls. I had not time to do anything. So really, when was I even going to have time?
Well, that's the beauty of being me. I need 2-minute segments.
Yeah.
Has anyone in the business leaned on you about doing this and said, look, enough of this publicity. Enough publicity. We don't want, because obviously silence is kind of the thing there.
We're talking about ourselves. We're talking about the women.
Even so, it's kind of making a connection.
But all of our men already, you Google them. It's not a surprise. They're in books. My husband's in books. There's movies made. So what is there? The press threw his shit out there, not me. I'm just talking about me now.
What changed it, though? When I was asking about your dad, like, what was it that actually made people go, oh, we can somehow talk about this publicly? Because years ago, you just didn't. No one did. Reporters would talk about it.
I think there's so many movies out there, and like Sopranos brought us so into that world, and it's the public fascination with it. I mean, come on, John Gotti's doing a movie, so what's the difference now? Basically, we're sitting here bringing people into a world, and we're not talking about men and saying this is what they sat down and did. There are books out there. People can read on that. We're talking about women and what happens when the men go to prison and what we go through and how we pick up the pieces. And, by far, I'm not sitting here portraying us as victims, but we're real women going through real things and surviving. So
Victoria Gotti started the reality show.
Same
friggin' page today.
She's the one that started.
She opened the door. So hey, you want to walk through? Absolutely. You want to know what it's about? We're going to show you. We're going to let you see a life that you think might be a bowl of cherries. I got the pits to prove it.
Well, I think a lot of people these days kind of assume it's not the easiest thing to be married to some guy that was in the mob. Involved in crime in any way, especially when they're in prison and stuff like that.
I can't get a date.
I was just going to say
that. Because I'm not with my son's father for 12 years. I've had maybe, I kid you not, I think I've had maybe one serious boyfriend in 12 years, and I don't date. let alone
They're
I'm
scared
a better,
off? Are they scared off?
They're scared.
Let
'cause
alone
she's
I'm a little intimidating, and then
you
you
think?
add everything else in there. Now you put me on a show called Mob Boys. I'm never.
it's done. It's done.
Here's why you're intimidating, because you're loud and you would tell me what I'm doing wrong in bed. I like somebody, like she would point it out. You know, like, you call that head? Like, I know.
Yeah, but you would want to know, so you learn.
Right.
I would want to know nicely.
Bad thing, and I'm not that loud.
Yeah.
Is there fights on this show?
My hair. No.
I need to know if you girls fight. Is there fights on this show? Yeah,
Do
they're
I know
nodding.
who has
Yeah,
fight?
yeah.
You haven't seen it.
No, I told you I didn't see it. This is a last minute thing. I'm going to go see it.
There's a lot of struggles and a lot of ups and
You can
downs.
have us back after you watch.
Oh,
it.
really?
Brand new, though. I mean, the way you can watch TV now, you can DVR something, the whole everything's
I'll see it.
repeated. It's
Could
like
we- could
they
we
show
get-
it 30 times.
Could we
You
just
be-
get a quick, because I think the audience especially would love to know, a quick, like, who your husband was or is, and
Right.
what, like, quickly what they were involved in.
My husband was Joe Ferragamo, and he got arrested for stock fraud.
Okay.
My father is Sammy the Bull Gravano, and he is just Sammy the Bull Gravano. He was the underboss of the Gambino family, and then he cooperated.
I'm Renee Graziano, daughter of Anthony Graziano, who is, according to the government, the involved in this world we do not speak about.
According to the government.
And then I got according to the government. And then I have an ex-husband who is, this is his third time going in.
Jeez. Oh, my God.
And I have a 17-year-old son.
How much time is he going to get for the third?
Hopefully, it's not as much as it was the last time.
What was the last time?
The last time was 7. He did 7. It was more than that.
Wow.
But like I said, my son's turning 17 in 2 days from now. Happy birthday, AG Mama.
Do you have a
Love
cot at the courthourse?
I'm sorry.
Do you have a cot
They
over
know
there
her.
at the
She has a
courthouse?
valet
You just-
parking. She just
I
pulls up.
have a valet spot, actually.
And of course,
yes.
My husband is Lee DeVanzo, and he's a professional burglar.
Oh.
You know what? And honestly, I have to clarify because they keep saying bank robber, but he's
Oh.
not a bank robber because bank robber goes in a
armed,
bank with
yeah, yeah.
armed.
Bank burglar.
He's a
He was one of
he's
those
a bank burglar,
through the
but a
ceiling,
professional
through the
one.
wall,
Like
take
the
it out.
real-
They
real
show up
deal,
in the
like the
morning.
movies?
Yeah, they show up in the morning and go, "What happened?
What happened?
They took my money."
Yes, and they keep everyone keeps thinking it's bank robber, but it's bank
Right,
robber.
right.
Is it when you're growing up or whatever, and people know that you're associated with certain people? Is it kind of nice to have that, to know that no one's going to like, you know, everybody knew who your dad was growing up? Is it kind of nice to have that, like, no one's going to fuck with me
Oh,
at
yeah,
school?
that's
Or
true.
That's got to be a nice perk.
Yeah.
She's raising her hand.
Definitely.
and
That
now
is a
she's doing
perk of the.
I'm like,
some
yeah.
dance.
You don't have to wait on lines. Get
Yeah.
right in.
You know what? But I always shied away from that. Like when people go, "Oh, you know, your father's Sammy the Bull, come here." It was actually kind of weird to me. I was never the girl that went up to the front of the line and said, "Do you know who I am?" That was Renee. That was Renee.
You were like that?
You used it.
Yeah, I always downplayed it.
I grew up when it was, I guess, when they started to make all these movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of ran with it.
Yeah, yeah, it was probably
I
one of
did,
those.
But it
yeah.
was very it was a sort of natural for me. It was because
Well, your friends probably knew and kind of.
Well, I only stayed with a certain group of people, and everybody was the same.
Mm-hmm.
And not that my father told me to run around using my mouth like that and saying this and that. It was basically I went to places where everyone already knew, so it was just a given.
Yeah.
So, you know, I kind of enjoyed it.
I mean, growing up in New York in the heyday of the mob, it was like growing up in Hollywood. Like these gangsters were celebrities, so we kind of were born into that, and we didn't know any different.
Especially John Gotti. Yeah, he
Absolutely,
was.
you know, he was out there.
Cameras every day.
Were guys terrified to hit on you? Because I would be horrified to
can you
have to go
imagine?
home and meet your
Yes.
father and give the wrong impression.
Absolutely, I think so. Yeah.
So guys treated you well and said respectfully?
Yes. Needless to say.
How did they break up with you?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I need to
Text
know.
message?
Yeah.
Yeah, from three states
Protection
away.
program.
Yeah.
They're like gone. You never see him again.
Do you still see your dad, or were you seeing him when he was?
Absolutely.
You do.
Yes.
And do you remember any of you? Do you remember any things growing up that you thought, but in hindsight, you go like, "Wow, that's what happened. Like that was bad shit." And,
yeah.
and at the time, yeah, you kind
I'm
of
like,
remember.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember? Do you remember like your dad coming home and then he after hearing testimony think, "Holy shit, that
Yes.
was the night that."
Mhm. Yeah,
he
that's
might
why
have
I'm writing.
done some
I'm
people
writing
harm
a
and-
book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have
Wow.
all these memories and different things, and it's just it's the way the kid perceives this lifestyle, and that's really the message that we're all trying to put out there, and how it does affect children and how you push past it.
Could you sense never brought their work home?
What's
If
that?
if that's what you were getting at, all I know about my dad is that my father had a trucking company. And
Of course he
I
did.
know he did. He really did. My father did all his life. Let me tell you something about my dad.
Yeah.
Because, here goes Renee and her father. My father had 4 jobs when he first married my mom and did everything under the sun to make sure my mom had a better life because they had a child when they were young. So my father, started a trucking company. So when I was a kid, I would go to the trucking company. I'd love to go to work with my dad. I would get all the pens with the names on it. So as a child, you don't think anything. It wasn't until maybe I was in 4th or 5th grade that someone glued an article about my dad on my desk in Catholic school.
Fucking rat.
In Catholic school. That's terrible. And that was my first, hey, Dad, and he was like, "Mind your business. Eat what your mother made." And you don't question your father.
Yeah, you don't.
Who are you to question your father?
Yeah.
I like my face.
But you still thought about it. You didn't question it, but
nope.
No,
I
you
think
didn't
for
even
me,
think
I
about
can speak.
it?
I think about it for a second, but I don't think you think about it and then it goes away. As a kid, you don't say, "Hey, Dad, how'd you pay the mortgage this month?" You don't
No
think
kids
about what
do
they
that.
do when they leave the house.
But how do you deal with as just a person? Now we're just human beings sitting in here.
Right.
How do you deal with the fact that your father killed a lot of people?
Right. I deal with it, and I understand that lifestyle. By any means do I condone that, but that's what that world is. I mean, the reality is it's all glitz and glamour and Hollywood, but people don't recognize that there is a downside to it, and that's what I experience, both sides of that lifestyle. I don't condone it. My father was a gangster, and that's what gangsters do.
Does that affect, though, any way that you feel about him personally?
I look at him like my father. I mean, in my world, people want to say they don't like him because he cooperated, but they like him if he killed people. So to me, I took everything outside of it, and as a father, that's how I judge him. Do I believe that everything he did was right? No, but that's what he chose, and he has to live with it. He's sitting in a prison cell, and he's dealing with everything that he did in his life.
Didn't he cooperate because he heard tape
Absolutely.
of people who were willing to throw him under the bus,
Right.
and he was
Right,
like, well,
right,
fuck
yeah.
this. I'm not
Yeah.
going to go down.
He heard tapes that John Gotti was speaking of him, and then, there was a lot to it. He had lawyers that, were representing him, and it was just basically he was going to take the fall, and I think he was just done with that life. I mean, at first he probably thought of killing John, and then he got up one day and said, I'm done. I'm done with this world. I'm done with it. And to be honest with you, whatever he did for himself. He doesn't care what people think about him. He wasn't scared. When he said, when I became a gangster, I didn't become a gangster because I wanted people's approval, and that's the same way when I cooperated. I did what I felt was right, and I was just done with that lifestyle. He felt like there was so much backstabbing and betrayal, and, a lot of it had to do with the Gotti tapes. He heard John's voice on tapes, and that's pretty much his decision. So
He was a pretty fearless guy.
fearless, yes.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Okay. It's fucking
Wow. We got to get him out of here, unfortunately.
Get him out of here.
No. They said 5 minutes ago.
Get the hell out of here.
Get out. Well, this show looks like it's going to be. It's already a huge
I
thing.
hope you guys watch it.
Of course, we didn't know you guys
Thank
were
you.
coming in. We would have been more
Thank
prepared,
you
but I
very
think we
much.
did all
We
right.
had fun, though, even though we didn't see it.
Thanks for having us.
And remember, we were all
we had
nice
a good
guys.
time, right?
I
We were
know.
respectful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's
You
okay,
guys were
right?
crazy there in the beginning.
Everything was good.
Mob Wives on VH1.
I want a photo with the mob
We're going
wives.
to take photos with the Mob Wives, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye.
Coronavirus. Sirius XM. Opie and Anthony. The Opie and Anthony Show. Damn it.